Yeah. Hey, folks. Can see a few of you in chat already. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're keeping safe. We are here to mess around, play some games, and laugh, maybe cry. Depends on how the session goes. Yeah, we are gonna jump.
No, this is DM. I just.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Like, I'm too nice. I'm too nice. Maybe. Or is that a ploy?
Too nice to kill all of you.
You've been playing a long ass game. If it's a ploy.
Just, oh, by the way, yeah, no, this whole setup and everything. No, I'm just gonna kill you in session 15. It's fine.
I've got my backup character
right.
ready, so you know that's fine.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Healer, because we need one.
Yeah, no. All right, we're gonna jump straight in. Anything that anybody wants to announce before I go through sponsors? Not yet. Maybe. Yes.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, I'll be on Encounter RP, and I'm super excited for that, and it's really cool, and it'll be for 4 weeks, and it'll be Wednesdays from 12 to 3 Pacific, the time zone that matters. Yes.
Why did that sound like, that sounded like an infomercial, like, the time zone that matters. Yes.
It's such a Pacific time zone thing to say.
Oh no.
It's like totally true though, dude. So, come on.
Like, yeah, like totally. Oh my god.
Yeah, but okay. Fair enough.
Too bad I can't do a New Yorker accent.
It's okay, I got you covered. Listen here, you West Coasters. You're called West Coasters because you put drinks on you and we ignore you. Get out of here.
I mean,
My next character, for the record, is a
love
New York
it, but I
accent
hate it.
healer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you hurt again? Oh, look at you, healing word. You've got to be fine. Shake it off, dirt.
That character needs
you're
to
gonna go
exist now.
far, kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
Rolled hot, kid, real hot.
Oh, man.
Oh my lord. Okay. On that note, let's go ahead and go into our sponsors super quick. We are sponsored by 2 wonderful folks. First folks I'll talk about is So Nerdware. They still have their breeder range up, which is benefiting Black and POC creators. They're doing a wonderful job there. They do some fantastic gear for loads of different streaming groups and some specific TTRPG/D&D stuff as well. They're great. The people who run it are great. And yeah, if you go ahead and throw the code FRIENDS in, you get 10% off your order as well. And that will go towards helping out the channel, helping us upgrade, helping us not have flickery backgrounds because no green screens, which is our #1 priority at the start of every stream. But yeah, go ahead and check them out. And yeah, go ahead and throw in a code for a little bit of a discount. So Nerdware, it's what the nerds wear. Our second sponsor then, I'm going to hand over to Ty for the wonderful DM Emporium.
Hi everybody, Ty here. DMEmporium.com is something I'm trying to get off of the ground. A place where you can go to get dice towers, drinking horns, all sorts of things. Whatever you really need to kind of level up that gaming experience so you feel more like your character when you're sitting at the table. Whether it's getting your own drinking stein, getting some metal dice to throw, and we also have, metal, you really feel that weight of destiny. And then we're also working on a prototype that hopefully will be being done in about 2 to 3 weeks here. Really excited for it, but that's all I can say for now. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and, hand it over so we can get started because I want to see if we live or not.
Okay. As long as everybody is good and ready to go, we can go ahead and jump into the recap.
Oh, that's right. That's me, huh? Okay.
Resolution.
I was very distracted by the if I live sort of thing. It sort of put my mind in a different kind of place. So anyway, we woke up in the camp of the orcs with strange habits of like adopting lots of children and being very nice. And it was a strange place. And then Drac went and asked one to talk to his captain. Jen, who he didn't bother to tell her how important she was to him, but he did get to talk to her, through somebody else, and got more information about the fact that she was alive, and also not at all willing to tell him where she was, which is a little ominous. And then we went to the fire plane, and we visited my in-laws, which was so pleasant. And we saw that there was lots of metalwork all over the walls, which my husband made, and it was wonderful and beautiful, and everyone appreciated it the way that it should be. We also learned while we were at my mother-in-law's from my mother-in-law, who was so pleasant, that the person we were searching for, Sispy, whose sister, the giant lava tree, had sent us to come take back to the material plane. Ooh, yes, the one that's on Oren's t-shirt. That she had murdered her husband, which is a good thing because he was bad. He was not a good person. She murdered him, so we were all, yes. But actually then she took over the council of the fire plane and might be planning to invade other planes of existence, so this is not good. And Oren was really having a crisis, an existential crisis, to find this out. And then my father-in-law was actually willing to talk to us, which is a very big change. Usually he just locks himself in his study, but he talked to us. And in addition to giving us this information, he was able to arrange an audience between us and Sispy, the dictator, who somehow we have to take back to the material plane. Also, there's a rumor she's already been back, but then did not like it and came back to the fire plane. We don't know what that's about. My father-in-law, he did some research, and he may have found some laws that would tell the Magicanum that they suck for doing what they did to me, which is very nice. I don't see how that would really change anything. I guess they would just say, I'm sorry, and I would say, well, fuck you anyway. But he found some laws for them. And then I went back to the metal shop where Jotra was busy picking up trash to find out interesting things about my husband's work. And was very sweet, actually, and said that he wants to make a tiny little grave for my daughter. Speaking of which, I have a daughter. They did not know that. Now they do. And after that, we were going to go to a library, but instead we decided to go to a coliseum and fight a mystery monster for a lot of gold. And look, okay, Athenos really wanted to do it, and it's very hard for me to say no when he gets that look on his face, so I agreed to go.
3,000 gold. Come
Yes,
on, guys. How can I say no to that?
Yes, we had to sign a contract saying that, they could keep all of our shit after we died, because it is a fight to the death, just don't tell the joke about that. And we had to sign that contract, yes. No, to the creature's death, not yours. So we had to do that, but we made an agreement that Pavasari was going to keep my glaive. And in the process of making that agreement, Jotra discovered that Pavasari can speak, even though he is a metal turtle that Jotra made. So that's strange. And then we went out to the Colosseum, and there was a great roar from the animal, and the gate opened, and our DM hated us and made us stop right there. So that is where we start the session.
That was beautiful.
Yes.
It's pretty accurate. No, I can't.
10 out of 10.
Jen never changed. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
okay.
was fun.
You could really feel like the roller coaster of the episode through it, like, and then this happened, but then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened.
It was good.
That's how I felt watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a pretty accurate recap of the up and down and all over the place that happened during the wonderful session that we had last time. Yeah, let's dive right in. Lady Tapioca. Tapioca. Thank you for the host. However you say that.
Thank you.
I can't words. That's helpful.
Tapioca is delicious. I don't know why.
Thank you, Tappy.
I don't think I've ever had it.
That's
Words
a
are
conversation for another time.
Okay, I need to know what we're fighting. Let's go.
I was gonna say, am I deliberately stalling?
Yes, you're being
Okay,
mean.
so
I don't know. In that case, what? No, you have to have
okay, so where we left off, the gateway opening had lifted upwards, you had heard this roar come through, an echo throughout the Colosseum. Everyone begins to cheer around you, and this kind of almost like football chant kind of starts. You know the kind. That begins to echo throughout. The rest of you hear the slow footsteps suddenly getting faster and faster. You notice a creature bolt out with fur of white, ignoring you all completely. As it sprints, clearly wounded, parts of its arm damaged, parts of its chest kind of torn open with wounds. You see what is a Yeti sprinting forwards and attempting to get to the side of the Colosseum. You then hear what sounds like boiling water. Just the slightest sound. As suddenly, from the gateway, this small, condensed stream of water strikes the Yeti, arcing upwards. It freezes in place. It begins to drop its arms. It splits directly in half and drops to the ground. As there's a few more footsteps coming out of the gateway. The first thing you see is the slight ray-like appendages across this creature's face. A large jaw with tentacles that kind of flow underneath its chin. It opens its mouth to show its quite impressive amount of teeth. As it steps out more, you can see this long serpentine-esque body connecting to two massive wings around it. Black on top and underneath this beautiful, almost translucent blue. As it steps forward, the ray-like appendages split and come upwards slightly. As it sees you, its wings come outwards, and with a click of its neck, this beautiful bioluminescent pattern spreads across both of its wings. It rears up, watching the Yeti that it had just taken out. And then its head turns towards you. It drops back down as this bioluminescence spreads from just its wings to all across its body, seeing these beautiful blues and reds and greens seemingly pulse through the creature. It waits for a moment before letting out another roar. You watch as water begins to leak from its mouth and pool at the bottom of it. As it does so, its wings come upwards and just slightly rub together, creating this slight electrical current that travels from the tips of the wings all the way through. And we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
I feel like as this thing is coming out and like we see all of this, I'm just gonna look around to everyone and just be like, anyone having second thoughts yet?
It is beautiful. Let's kill it.
Is
I'm
it a second
very
thought if you've had it
excited.
for the 38th time?
Oh my god, I got
Bring back, I want out.
Oh boy, the
23.
sisters, what have we done?
I'm wondering the same thing.
Guys, don't
Orin
worry,
is
this is gonna be
actually
great.
staring into its like tentacle And he is starting to freak out a little bit, but yeah.
Also, don't be dumb. Stay out of the water. I meant don't be unstrategic. That would be a way to say
but
it.
that
Don't be better,
initiative
but I couldn't
sure
pronounce it.
went the exact opposite of what I was about to say. I was like, I'm fucking scared.
21.
Adrenaline hits.
I'm scared.
Right.
I'm not ready enough.
Enter a fight. Gets first punch in. I wasn't ready.
Just oh. Okay, that's a 23 from Athenos. That is a 21 from Oren. All right. Soup with a 14. Ishton with a 13. Eridan with a 12.
Get him on the ground if you can.
Oh, is he up right now?
Okay.
Is he flying?
Oh no, he's walking.
Oh, I thought he was flying.
He was peacocking.
Oh.
He was just kind of like, his wings were
okay.
coming upwards, and he was just displaying, so to speak, in order to threaten you, essentially.
Oh, go.
Yes,
The
you
right
are big
spells
and
prepared
scary.
for
Good
this.
job.
Okay.
Don't forget, Jotra has a 9.
I didn't see where Jotra. Yes,
Yep, 9.
it's a 9 from Jotra, right? Okay.
And here we
And here
I'm actually like excited for combat. I'm never excited for combat.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
You're
okay.
welcome.
So,
Yeah.
as the current initiative turn stands, you are all about, depending on if you kept walking as the gate opened, I'd say probably about 90 foot.
Oh, why would I have stopped?
I definitely kept walking. I was eating up the crowd.
Yeah, so you're probably about 90 foot away, as this creature is quite sizable. The wingspan of this creature is pretty much like double the length of its double the length you would expect. It is huge, kind of like again, kind of like a manta ray, kind of that very what's the phrase? That kind of blubbery, leathery texture on the black backs of the wings. Okay, Athenos, you are up first. Oren, you're on deck.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is cast Hex, because if we're going to fight this thing, I want to do as much damage as I can. So I'm going to cast Hex and share it with Ishtan immediately. So yeah, should I describe it again? Oh no, I said it a bunch of times.
Up to you.
Do it.
Okay, yeah. So everyone else, it just looks like I'm glaring at this creature, because I don't think we even know what it is. I'm just glaring at it. But for the creature, everything just goes silent and black for a second, and then in the darkness they see the glow of my yellow eyes, and then maybe like half a second later the glow of Ishtan's eyes as well, and then all of a sudden it's back in the Colosseum. The crowd again, you can hear the crowd cheering again, and then I'm going. Oh wait, I'm 90 feet away.
Oren, it's a big coliseum.
You can move.
I'm gonna move up. I'm just gonna move 30 feet closer. And ready an action.
Okay. You can go ahead and hold an action. What's the trigger?
When it gets within 30 feet.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oren, you are up. Soup, you're on deck.
All right. So we're about 90 feet away from it. Yeah.
90 foot currently, yes.
90 foot. All right. Well then,
90 foot.
Oren, 90 foot. Okay. Oren will go his full movement, which is 35 feet, and then stand fast, cast Saya's touch on his right hand, and proceed to launch a radiant firebolt which his range is now 60 feet with Saya's touch. And see if we can hit this guy.
Okay, okay.
All right. Ooh, that's not a good roll. Son of a bitch. That's it. 12 to hit? I don't think so.
No. A 12 does miss.
No, 12's not gonna hit.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're a monk. You got like 10 more attacks. It's fine.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna just burn a key point to go ahead and do Saya's touch twice more. Oh, sorry, not Saya's touch. Radiant
Fireball.
Okay, those are certainly better. So the first one is a 22 to hit, and the second is a 26 to hit.
Both will hit.
Sweet.
And that's what we
Okay.
like to hear.
Yes. And damage now. 1d4 plus 5. So let's do this. All right, cool. 9 and 8. So 17 fire damage.
17 fire damage. Okay, let me just... Okay.
Oh, and because of Saya's touch, that if he's resistant to fire, fuck him anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So 17 points of fire damage. All right.
And then I would like to piss my pants, please. Thank you very much.
I think that's a free action. Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, that should be a free action.
Probably.
It only costs
Okay.
50.
How close are you?
Within 60 feet.
Within 60 feet. Okay,
55.
it's going to go
55,
ahead
yeah.
and...
Oh, no.
55.
Oh no!
Okay. Knowing that you've just struck it, and as you do so, the two bolts strike across its chest. You watch the steam begin to build as it just rears up, both in pain and in anger. It drops back down. It's going to go ahead and use its legendary action to fire a pressure beam directly at you.
Oh!
Ooh.
So I need a... Oh, no.
I'm just a halfling, come on!
One legendary action.
It's gonna be like...
A 2 legendary.
Does a
Yeah.
22 hit?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So that same beam that you saw cut through the Yeti, it rears back and just... And this highly condensed stream of water just cuts straight towards you, almost like a laser beam. You take...
Is it considered a projectile?
It's a beam.
Shit.
So...
Do you have evasion yet? No, that's level 5. Fuck.
Deflect missiles.
Nope. You go ahead and take 18 points of cold damage.
Oh,
Damn.
I'll do that, but I'm looking to see if there's anything I can do.
Mhm.
I'm a
However,
monk.
you do notice, as it has reared up and opened its jaw, you can now see, as you're facing it directly on, the other side of the face is horrifically scarred and damaged. This thing is wounded.
Oh, cool. All right.
That's really cool, I guess.
Oh, cool.
Oh, thank you.
So am I.
Cool. No doubt.
Nope. Okay. I don't have any cool monk shit for that, so nope. I will take the brunt of that.
Okay,
Oh, and,
that is cool.
and Orin is also like,
Fucked up.
wet scarred. How do you?
Slightly boiled. Soft
Slightly
boiled.
boiled. Yeah, so that was that's 2 legendary actions. So Soup, you are up. Ishton, you're on deck.
I love
Oh
it.
boy. All right. So tell me a little bit about this environment. Is there anything in this arena for Soup to like climb up on or behind? Is there any like towers of rocks or anything like that?
So the arena itself is completely blank. However, with your claws, you could probably kind of climb up the outside wall if you wanted to, and sit on top, like close to where the spectators are, and climb up there, and kind of just, if you wanted to. But the actual arena itself is deliberately left open for this fight, as the creature does take up a large amount of space.
Okay.
It is considered huge, so.
And you said it was about 90 feet from us, right?
Currently, yes.
Okay. I will move forward and to the left. Soup will break away from the group and get within 80 feet of it, and use the rest of his movement to move just more further left. And I'm going to take a shot at disadvantage.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit, I'm afraid.
So he just kind of like and like shoots, and that is going to be his turn for now.
As you fire, the arrow does hit it, but it hits across the black section of the wings, and it just kind of sticks for a moment and falls out.
Interesting. I don't like it.
Okay. It's a huge target. I don't think you're going to miss it with a crossbow, and I hate it when people say you're going to miss it. Like, you know what I mean? So it makes more sense for it to not pierce. Yeah, unless there's anything else you want to do. Ishtin, you're up, and then it's Eredin on deck.
Is he standing in the water, or it standing in the water?
There is a pool of water now underneath it, yes.
Okay, and how far out does the pool of water extend? Can I get up to him without stepping in the water?
It's quite literally just underneath him, so
Okay.
yeah, you can go ahead and kind of walk up to him.
All right, then I'm going to go up to him, and I like to think that my eyes just still glow just a little bit, just like a teal, just maybe when the light hits it, it's all bing, and I will go up to it, and I will hit it with my glaive. I will be, yes, I think I can do that, in fact. Can I? I'm 90 feet away. No,
Yeah, 90 foot.
I will dash instead, since I cannot get to it, but I will dash so that I am 15 feet away from it, just in
Okay.
case it wants to walk into my range with my polearm.
Alright.
And then I think I'm going to look at it and just go, oh, you're so cute. You're so pretty. We're going to fuck you up.
I love it.
That is my turn.
It warms my
Awesome.
heart so much that Ishtin's like, we're gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna fuck you up. I am a team player. I don't understand. We hunt in groups. I don't.
No. But I just love that, like, yeah, that's right. Look at us.
Well, I meant Athanos and me, but no, I'm kidding.
Let me have this. We're almost a family. We're a family if you squint and tilt your head really hard.
Right
That
now
is
we're
my
a
turn.
family at Thanksgiving.
Oh no. So
So
mortal
accurate,
enemies,
though.
got it.
So accurate.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so Jotra, you're on deck. This thing rolled a 3.
Oh, thank goodness.
I don't want to use that spell slot, but also I want to do damage on this turn. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, maybe I will. No, I won't. I'll just use my full movement. And then I'm going to do my song. So you hear this hum echo through as I light up my blade. Moving my full movement, that's 30 feet. So he's still 60 feet away? Math? Did I do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm going to whip out a spell. I'm going to twirl my blade, rise it up, and strike it down, and I'm going to cast Arc Lightning. And
Okay.
I'm going to hope that it hits. Here I go.
Ooh. What's that?
Fuck me! No. Wait. I still have advantages. Do I have advantage? I have an advantage. I would like to use an advantage, please.
You got it.
Oh, great.
Don't you let me down again. No, you're grounded. You switch. Okay, that's vaguely better. 16?
Okay. 16 does not hit.
Damn it! Hurts my feelings.
So you go ahead and kind of make this almost like this continual column of lightning charge straight past. It goes ahead and kind of sidesteps, looks at you, and using its last legendary action, it rises upwards. Its wings begin to create this friction, and it's going to fire a bolt straight back at you.
Can I use shield?
It's a reaction, so yeah.
Okay, great. I'm gonna try doing that. As I spin my blade really fast, it makes this almost like reflective surface around me.
Okay. So as you do this, you go ahead and spin your blade. The lightning bolt connects, and you dissipate it straight into the ground to the side of you. All right, that's its last legendary action.
I want to use a bonus action to look over at Ishton and wink.
Ishton is looking at the creature and does not notice your.
Damn it!
I am sorry.
Oh, no.
You can wink at her later, though. She might appreciate that.
Aridin still thinks she's in the office.
Definitely. Aridin is very much feeling like she's in the office. She's like, what the fuck did these people do? What is going on?
Wow, so
yeah.
I'll put experience for a second. All of a sudden I'm here. I don't really know what happened.
So that's its last legendary action for this turn. Anything else you want to do, Aridin?
Nope. I'm just here.
Okay. Jotra, you are up. Athanos, you're on deck.
So, I had one quick question. Normally, Jotra charges stones when he knows he's going into combat, but I didn't say it out loud, and he might have been too afraid to. Would you too afraid to?
I kind of consider it like the mage armor deal. Like,
okay, perfect.
it's kind of, I consider it's like, especially since it's a cantrip, I kind of just assume you have them, unless you specifically say you don't.
Perfect.
So.
Okay. So he's going to, riding Pavasari, head up to Orin and cast Heroism on Orin. So Orin gain 5 temporary hit points, and every turn you regain 5 hit points. And you are immune to fear as long as I maintain concentration, lasts up to a minute. And then I'm just going to give one of these magic stones a throw.
Oh, Georgia, thank you, lad.
You've got this. You're brave. You're going to be great. Get in front of me.
You're gonna be great, Meat Shield. I mean, Orin.
23. Does that hit? Does a 23 hit?
23 does hit. Sorry, I didn't hear the number.
Oh, you're good. 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck yes!
Yes.
Get it, boy. Get it, boy.
Boom.
And Jotra's gonna feel pretty good after that. Okay. That's his turn.
You watch as the stone strikes. It scatters across its chest as it hits. And it goes ahead and kind of reels back, pulls itself back up. Okay.
Orin
It
yells
is
back, you
its
see,
turn.
with a stone, not a sword.
That's not a bird.
I mean, it has wings. It is kind of close.
No, that's
feel
not how
like-
it works.
Ultimate callback.
I feel like for a moment, like, Aridin tries not to show that, like, she's groaning, but you kind of see her wings slump for a second. Just, okay.
Sorry, had to.
Hurts. Just hurts.
Okay. So it is going to go ahead and get into melee range with Ishton.
Oh,
It's going
how
to go
close is that?
ahead.
Is that close? Is that within 30 feet of me?
You were 60. Ishton's 15.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Yes.
So
Do
you're
I get to
just
attack
out.
it first, or does it have to attack me first? Because it just walked into my melee range, and I am a polar master.
It's not actually going for you.
Well,
So
but it does
you can
not
go ahead and
matter,
get
it
your
just I
you
can
can go
do
ahead
it,
and get
yes.
your polar master attack in.
All right, cool. That is a 21 to hit. Does that hit?
21 does not hit.
Holy shit! Okay, that's
Oh, no.
interesting. Good
Oh my
to
God,
know.
Ooh.
Good to know. We are fucked. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 AC. Okay.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. It's cool. I got this.
It'll be fine.
Better.
Oh, that auto crit. Everyone who has auto crits,
21 doesn't hit. 23 did hit.
rip.
Good to know.
Tie your face.
Not nervous and fun.
I think that when Ishtin misses, the look on her face is more like, all right.
Respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to make it more flavor. So the wings have divots where there's these little tentacle-like appendages. I kind of think that it goes ahead and catches the glaive in the divot and just kind of pushes it back as you strike.
Okay.
It's got tentacles on its wings.
Just little ones.
Ugh.
It's got like
Ugh.
sort of 4 on each wing. Okay. I need everyone apart from Soup to make a dexterity save.
Oh.
Is it magic?
It's biological, so no.
Oh fuck! Why am I
would-
rolling so bad?
Oh, terrible.
Would mounted combatant work for this?
Ray's like, maybe they will die.
Dex.
17.
17.
Oh,
14.
13.
Okay. So 17 saves.
Mm.
Ooh.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Ouch, Ishton.
I rolled a
Oh,
4
no.
for people
Okay.
who did not see on
So.
the chat.
That's not too bad. So it goes ahead and breathes in. As it breathes outwards, this cascade of freezing cold bubbles exits its mouth in a cone. To anyone who succeeded, you only take wait, I can't math. You only take 5 points. To those who failed, you take 10 points of cold damage.
No, I do not. I take 5.
Because cold resistance.
What was
Just have to say
the
it
what was
out
the save
loud.
on that? It was
17, I think.
You needed a
Okay.
17.
17. Okay.
Oh, so I got
Yes.
it round a dot. Oh no.
Yeah, you needed a 17. So you take that damage, and then everything within a 90-foot cone, the bubbles pop, creating flooded terrain underneath you. So everything in that 90-foot cone is now difficult terrain.
oh no.
Super.
It's going to go ahead and wrap up its turn there. Athenos, you're up. Orin, you are on deck.
Okay.
Well, I guess that it didn't come close enough. I was hoping to do something else, but we're fighting now, I guess. So, Athenos, this whole time he hadn't pulled out his gun, but he pulls out now and raises it in front of him and then casts Scorching Ray. Let's see if this hits first before I describe anything, so I don't do anything cool and then completely miss.
Also, I'm going to make you feel okay. It doesn't counter spell.
Yeah, I know it doesn't. Okay, so that's a plus 23 and it's a 22 and 3 beams.
What
Nat
was
20.
the third one, sorry? Nat
So
20.
nat 20 for the third one, 23 and a 22.
Okay, so they all hit.
Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, I don't have enough dice for this. I only have 2 sets of dice. Okay. So,
This is a crime. You
I'll
must
do
have
the-
enough dice. We will send you more dice.
Folks.
I like metal dice, but metal dice are really expensive and I'm poor, so like, you know. Okay. So, the first. Okay, I'll go with the nat 20 first.
You know.
I'm like extra wiggly.
So 23 for the first ray. And I think 12 of that is necrotic damage. I don't know if it's resistant to anything. That's for the crit ray.
Yep.
10 damage, and level 13 damage. And then I'm like giddy. Athnos is loving this. He then points. So what it looks like, it looks a little bit different than usual. So right now he's wearing the ring around his neck, and instead of the spell coming out, starting off at the gun, in like right in the middle of the ring, you see a little dot start appearing, and then glows, and then gets larger and larger and larger, and it's just means there's a massive ball of fire in front of him, of just magma in front of him, and he steps back and presses the muzzle of his gun against the ball of flames, and pulls the trigger 3 times, and each time he pulls it, there's a piece of the magma ball just shoots at the beast in front of us.
Nice.
And
I like it.
Dude,
I like
that
it.
is so
without even skipping a
sick.
beat, he moves. You can see that he moves the gun just slightly off target again and pulls the trigger again, and just a beam of yellow light completely misses the beast, and then makes a pinprick hole in the space time right behind the beast. It tears open, and a lava snake tail comes out and whips towards the beast.
All right.
Nope, this does not hit. 19.
So you go ahead and create this tentacle behind, and as it comes forward and attempts to smack, that wing again just bats it out of the way. The black side appears to be incredibly solid. It is pissed as the 3 scorching rays strike. It actually goes ahead and staggers to the side before uprighting itself again, screeching in pain, before it turns and is going to fire a pressure beam straight at you using its 2 legendary actions. I don't even have to ask, it hits. That's a 27.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
I mean,
How about
it's
no? I decided to step away, step to the side, and just misses.
Okay, that is 18 points of cold damage.
Ooh, that was a hard hit.
As the pressure beam strikes, it again whips upwards, so it travels along the ground, strikes you, and kind of like trails as it goes up. As you are struck, you feel the ground beneath you begin to shake. As around you, Athenos, the puddles suddenly erupt into electrical energy. I need everyone else to make dex saves.
Oh god.
Super.
Ooh.
Great. Oh, not
21.
bad.
21 saves.
So
Diet 20.
Also saves.
18.
18 just saves.
19 for Pavasari.
Awesome. Ishton failed. Okay. All right.
I think when that happens, I was gonna turn around and start celebrating, like cheering on the crowd, and then get hit right in the back. I'm like, oh fuck, shit. Okay, no showboating, I guess. Fine.
So the explosion doesn't damage you, Athenos. It damages everyone else. Everyone else is going to take 18 points of lightning damage. On a failed save, that is. Success, you can halve that.
9.
Yeah, 9 on a success, 18 on a fail.
Ouch.
You're
Oh,
noticing,
crap.
You're noticing, Athenos, where the scorching rays struck. It appears like old wounds have actually reopened on the creature.
Well, that was before my turn, so I didn't get the 5 hit points from Jotra's spell. So I'm down.
Oh
no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ray,
I had 9
have-
hit points.
Ray, I have a question. For Ashtalora, if I wanted her to have, should I roll her into initiative? Or can she go on my turn and that'll count as an action?
Find familiar. If Ashlar is involved, you should be rolling initiative.
Okay, I'll roll.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Thanks.
I have a question. This is going to sound weird. I know we were talking about doing an interposition for characters. Could I use my reaction and do absorb elements to reduce the damage going to Orin and Jotra take it instead?
Sure. We can go ahead and try that out. Yeah.
I rolled a 14 for Ashtalora.
So that will take your reaction.
Mhm.
You can
And
go
spice
ahead
line,
and do that. Mhm.
Perfect. Okay.
You
Okay.
can go ahead and do that.
And you took 9 damage total.
Yeah.
Take that 9 damage. Or you'll
Up
heal
9.
5 from heroism. Well, maybe. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
Concentration
at
check.
9, and
Okay,
then
yeah, you're good.
it's my
22
turn.
for
Oh,
contract.
Ooh, yeah, I should do that.
All right.
okay. Okay, so I'm back up 9 because of you, Jotra.
Mm-hmm.
Jotra, lad. Oh my god, I love you so much.
You see, he's just a
and-
little
and
fried.
then-
His eyebrows.
Like, the fire's like it's like coming at me, and I'm just like all of a sudden like not really affected by it, and it's just like
You see, so absorb elements. You see, Jotra. He kind of like, he grabs this, like his shoulder pad, and you see he like, it pops out into his hand, and it forms a cone. As he pulls it up, you see it pulls in some of the electrical energy away from you and into him. And as he closes the cone, you see it collapse down into this small ball, and electricity is sparking off of it. And he slaps it into his chest plate. And he's like, "Wow! Okay, woo! You're good now."
Why the sister so shite. All right. So seeing that happen and seeing his little buddy just take a hit for him, Orin is once again going to release a radiant firebolt with Sia's touch and burn an auto crit on the motherfucker.
Okay.
So
Go ahead and roll your damage for that.
I should have been rolling my extra fire damage because I'm an idiot. Oh, I don't think I did it last time, but I'll do it this time. All right. Maybe I did. No, that was 2 different attacks. All right. Oh wait, and then that's doubled, so 14. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, 14 fire damage on that one.
14.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
And screw it, he's gonna burn another key point to do the radiant firebolts twice more.
Okay. You do notice on your first attack. So first of all, Soup's on deck. Second of all, I forgot to mention it. I did just put it in chat. The puddles underneath in that 90 foot, the explosions evaporated. So that is no longer terrain, difficult terrain.
Okay.
Thirdly, as this critical strike hits, you notice as the creature staggers back and shrieks again. However, this time the flame almost ripples and for a brief second encompasses the entire creature. You watch as its bioluminescence suddenly fades. The lights almost appear to burn off the creature, and as they do so, you can now see a more gray-scaled creature that is kind of beginning to pull itself back up.
Ishtin's like, it got uglier.
Okay. All right, and then I will burn another key point to do
The flurry.
radiant. Yeah, radiant firebolt twice more. The flurry.
Radiant flurry.
Radiant flurry. Flurry of bolts.
Bolt, bolt.
So the first one is a 26 to hit. And the second one is a 25 to hit.
They will both hit. Go ahead and roll damage on those.
All right, sweet. Okay, so first one.
Get a
Now with
boy.
2 d4s this time. Adam, you idiot.
Don't talk about my friend that way.
Just roll with all your damage dice. That's all I can say, please. Right? Don't be me. Okay, so the first one was 7. And then the second is holy crap, another 7.
So another
I spun
14.
those very well.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
As these bolts strike into it, you notice more wounds beginning to open up. The creature, where once it was displaying, is now kind of using its wings to come forward and begin to shield the rest of its body, as it seems to lower into a more defensive stance.
Can I ask a
Okay.
quick question? Because you
Yeah.
talked about it rearing back and coming forward. When it does that, does it go out of range and back into range? Like, how is he rearing back more than 5 feet?
I mean, it's just one of those flavor things. Like it goes ahead and kind of like
Just using
rears
your
upwards.
words. Just checking. Using your words.
Just try to get more
Words
Jackson.
matter,
Did it
Ray.
re-enter my polar range?
True. Its body is just kind of rising slightly up and down, as like the rest of it is.
Does
kind
it
of-
rise more than 10 feet in the
Ishton just wants
Like-
to hit it.
Yeah, it just wants to whack it, I think.
Do
Okay.
it for her. Do it for Ishton.
Soup, you're up. Ishton, you're on deck.
All right. Soup is gonna notice all the like flooded terrain around him, and he's just like, and he's gonna take another shot at this thing. I'm gonna use an advantage. Perfect. It's gonna be a 27 to hit.
27 definitely hits.
You see him. He looks around and he goes, loads this like kind of green glowing sparking bolt into his crossbow. I'm thinking of
I
Soup.
like it.
No. He loads it into his crossbow and he fires it in between this thing's wings. And you see something you've seen before, where the bolt sinks in, and as it does, all of these like magical vines and brambles like just wrap around the thing's legs.
All right. I like it.
Ooh, okay. So that's gonna be 11 piercing damage and 8 poison damage. Its speed is reduced by 10, and every time it moves 1 foot or more on its at the beginning of its turn, it takes more slashing damage.
All right. Awesome. Gotta love the arcane archers. Yeah. So this begins to wrap around its wings. It's going to go ahead and use its last legendary action to fire a jolt straight at you. 120-foot range, so it definitely can hit. It'll go ahead and twist round and fire directly at you as you've gone ahead and kind of tied it up. I'm so sorry. That's a nat 20.
No!
Yeah. So that is...
I really hate that I can't use shield on my friends.
I know.
That hurts my feelings.
It's okay. You guys.
11 plus 4 doubled 30 points of lightning damage.
Woo! Okay.
It just strikes directly into your
no.
chest.
Shoots this thing and immediately it's just like you see him just
Oh no.
That's his last legendary action for the turn.
Is Soup still up? Oh my god, you have so many hit points. I
he's
forget
going
that
to-
not
Fighters are
everyone's a
awesome.
I forget that they're not all wizards. I'm sitting here with my 24 HP. Like, don't look at me.
Yeah, you see him like get hit by this like really hard bolt, and like you would think it would kill him, and he just like goes backwards and then pulls himself back up. He's gonna use his move action to move toward the wall.
Okay, awesome. All right, Ishton, you are up. Actually,
Alright.
wait, is Ashtalora first?
We resolved in chat that I would have had to say I'm holding an action for Ashtalora to use her.
Cool. I only caught
So-
part of it.
Mhm.
So it's Ishton.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Okay.
Eredin, you are on deck.
I am going to try to hurt it, like right in, if it's like an armpit between its little wing thing and its body, just like, oh, it's just very extra painful, you know? And yes, okay. So
4
that
legs,
would,
2 wings, so.
that would be an 18, but I am going to use Warrior's Resolve. And I have 5 allies. So I'm going to
Which will get you just to it, absolutely.
1d3. I get to actually do some damage on this fight. Yay! All right. Well, that was like, it's like right on the edge between, so I'm gonna.
It's cocked. Yep.
I
No,
believe
it's
you, I
actually
believe
cocked.
you. I believe you.
That's 10 total damage. And instead of flipping around and using my
Using
hook
your
for my-
hex as well.
All right, with hex.
Don't forget hex.
Uh-huh.
And my eyes
Get it.
glow bright again, and there's a little ping. So it's 3 more. And then I'm, instead of doing the other attack that I would usually do, I'm going to use a second wind. Oh, no, wait. I'm going to use action surge. Haha, I forgot.
That's the
So
thing
I'm-
you have.
It is a thing I have. We'll see if I get very lucky and I roll high enough, but I might as well try. No, that would be a 20. Not natural. And I will go ahead then and I will use second wind in order to try to heal myself a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Ooh, I rolled a 9. Haha, so 12. All right. That is my, and I just hope like it really hurts. In that just no, it's a sensitive place. Maybe tickled a little at first and then lots of pain.
I kind of imagine, because the wings are kind of around it, I can actually imagine you go for the kneecap. You know that part like behind the knee, that really like soft fleshy part?
Sure, I'll
Almost.
do that instead.
You go ahead and like just jam your glaive straight across that, and it actually staggers and like drops to its knee before pulling itself back up. All right, Eredin, you are up. Jotra on deck.
Okay. I'm going to attack from above, so I'm gonna take off and move my full movement. First time I'm flying, I think. So I get up there, I get within 30 feet, and as I'm flying and my blade twirls, I want to go at it with a witch bolt. Shoot down. If I can see
Okay.
somewhere sensitive on its back with less armor, I want to aim for that. I'm so scared. Don't hurt me. Mother. I think I have one last advantage. I do. I'm gonna use it. I want to do damage! It keeps betraying me. There we go. That is so much better. And that is 25 to hit.
25. Okay, that
Yeah.
definitely hits.
Thank God. Okay, 2d12. Okay. I can do math. Oh, 20. 12 plus 8 is 20.
Okay.
Yes.
20 points of.
What damage is this? Lightning damage.
Okay. So you go ahead and fly upwards, twist your blade, and let out this witch bolt. It scatters as it strikes across its spine and seems to travel kind of across its body. Doesn't seem massively hurt by it.
Cool. No, that's cool. I'm gonna hang out. Just gonna. I guess that's
Just fly up in the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay up there.
Okay. Joshua, you are up. Athenos on deck.
Why does that always happen to me? I get so excited and then nothing good happens.
So,
Hey, you did damage.
as a bonus action, I'm going to tell Pavasari to cast Mending on on himself for his turn, and then for my action, I'm going to I'm going to throw a stone.
Oh, artificers.
Oh, artificers! I know, right? That is a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
So then, 6, 2 plus 7 plus the absorb element, or 11 points of, 7 points of magical bludgeoning damage, and then the last 4 was the electricity damage that he absorbed previously. So as you see, he put the orb into his chest piece. So then you see as he pulls out the stone this time, you see he kind of with his other hand, like he has his shield up, but you see he pulls out his finger and he just makes this quick rune on his chest. And then as he does, he flicks it to the side to his right hand, and you see the electricity spiral down his hand and collect into the stone. And it's like, please! And he throws the stone. And then Pavasari is going to heal himself for 2d8. 5.
So as the stone sails across, it strikes it in the side. Another wound opens up, and as the electricity dissipates out of the stone, it just kind of fades into the body of the creature.
And then, moving down. And that's good. I'm done.
Okay. All right. It is its turn.
It is its turn.
Its turn.
It is it.
So it raises its wings and begins to flap, and as it does so, this large body of water begins to form in a radius around it. It drops its wings, and as it does so, the wave cascades outwards. Ishtin, I need you to make a strength save, please.
Wait. If I had to do a save, that's the one I would want to do.
Yeah.
That is 21.
Okay, a 21 makes it.
I hold firm.
Okay. That is, so halved 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are not pushed back by the tidal wave as you go ahead and kind of just brace yourself. It crashes over you. You feel a bit of a sting. Kind of reminds you of home a little bit.
Yes,
in a way.
I was going to say, it's
And
a
then
little
just-
bit nostalgic.
And try to hurt Ishtin with water.
And then the
You don't say
tidal
that
wave,
as a dare.
as the tidal wave begins to come outwards and crash, everything in a 60-foot radius is now flooded and considered difficult terrain.
Laughs in wings.
Laughs in wings.
That's actually a really good point. It's going to go ahead and use its 20 foot
That's
foot
fair.
of its flight speed to come upwards, which will give Ishtar an opportunity attack.
All right, I will
Hit
take
it.
the opportunity attack for sure.
Smack it.
We shall know. I miss.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm too
It's okay.
distracted by oh yes. Oh,
It
that's
takes-
right. Okay.
Okay, it takes 7 slashing damage as the brambles move around.
Yeah, it does.
Oh no.
That's why you can only take 20. Well, technically, you can take a little ball, but it's not going to risk it.
And if I can take the free action, somebody get it back down to the ground.
Working on it. Ooh, that's not the right accent. I don't know what that means.
You're learning from me. You want
I
to
know.
do this?
Working on it.
Okay, that is the end of its turn. Athenos,
Its.
you're up.
So I guess I'm like, my shoes are soaked right now because I was within 60 feet. Oh, god damn it! Why is it just? Can you? Okay, I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna step back some out of the water, and then cast Eldritch Blast. So I aim my gun up and point at it, and then fire, and just a jet of like, it kind of looks like, I guess it's just purple energy, and then around the energy is like just black necrotic, almost electricity coming off of it. As a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Da, da, da.
20. Oh no, wait, hold on. 21. Hex only gave me 1 extra damage. 21 damage. And then, like at the exact same moment, the kind of split in the universe that the snake tail is coming out of just starts to shift towards the creature, and then lashes out at it again with my bonus action. That is 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that is 1d8. So that's 6 fire damage, 2 necrotic. It's a total of 8.
Okay, 8 points of damage. All right. You go ahead and fire that bolt upwards. It catches into the wing, doesn't come out the other side, but you watch as it does kind of stagger a little bit in the air. The tentacle then goes ahead and whacks it from the other side. I actually imagine it almost like it kind of like latches onto the tail and just kind of rips downwards, and this kind of fire begins to just this kind of molten lava begins to drip across the end of its tail.
Yeah, it weighs it down. It weighs it down so it's slower by 10 feet as well.
Okay, Oren, you are up. Soup, you're on deck.
Alrighty.
Heal 5.
Sweet. Yes. I did just mark that down. So now I'm at 19 hit points. Thanks, Joshua. And all right. He's flying around. I'm a monk. There's not very much I can do except shoot me damn fireballs at it. So that's what I'll do. Once again, Radiant Firebolt. Again with Sire's Touch. This time I'll remember to add my freaking bonuses too. I always forget everything, apparently. Dirty 20 to hit, it's not gonna work. So we're going to just burn another key point to do this twice more.
All right.
I feel like that was a spot on Oren laugh right there.
Oh shit, now I lost it. All right, well, 19 won't do it, so that's not gonna fucking work. But the natural 20 will. Woo! All right, so then we have the Radiant Bolt, which is a D4 plus 5 of Radiant. So 6, and then doubled, but then also with the Sire's Touch of fire damage. 8 doubled, yeah, double up 8. Alright, 6 and 8. 14 points of fire damage there.
14 points of fire damage. Okay. It's starting to look pretty damn hurt. All of its wounds from its previous fights are beginning to open up. You can see scorch marks from where multiple people have struck it. It's bleeding profusely. Even in the air, it seems to be staggering as it's trying to keep itself upwards. Anything else, Aaron?
Nope, that is all I can do at the moment. Thank you very much.
Okay. It's going to go ahead and use, now that it's in the air, it's going to burn its all 3 of its legendary actions to use its Flash Flood ability.
Oh,
So,
no.
You watch as the creature begins to compress a little bit. What was that? I love it. Yeah, the creature begins to compress inwards almost, and almost begins to float as its wings wrap around underneath it. the little appendages that I was talking about on the ends of the wings begin to spark with electricity. And like a jellyfish, it floats and just onto the ground. Everything within that 60-foot radius, which I think is most of you apart from Eridan and Soup, I need you to make Constitution saving throws.
Wait, how far is it
stepped
from me in the air?
It flew right up next to you,
Yeah,
so it hasn't moved.
I have
Within-
the Mage Slayer. If it's casting a spell,
It's not a spell; it's a natural ability.
I
I
had to
stepped out
try.
of. I made sure to step out of that 60-foot range.
Okay, so you're good.
Oh, so it's within 60 feet? Ah, shit.
It's a 60-foot radius around it. The tidal wave is quite sizable.
That's where I need to be to attack him, so... we're doing a what? I'm sorry?
Con save, please.
Con save.
So 7 for Jotra, natural 20 for Pavasari.
15 for Orin.
muted.
I'm being stupid. Okay, so you need a 17 to save.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh no.
So
Oh no.
Goodbye,
on a-
little halfling.
on a failed save, you take 4 points of lightning damage and you are paralyzed until your next turn.
Cool.
As this blast of almost pinkish colored electricity this time flows throughout all of the puddles. The puddles begin to evaporate as they strike through you. You feel this kind of electrocution take hold and you feel your muscles begin to seize and tense up. Okay. That's all its legendary actions for this round though. So, Soup.
Yeah. So. Who is right next to this thing?
Me.
The closest to the moment is Eridan in the air and Ishton on the ground.
Okay. Y'all are within 5 feet.
I think it's higher than me by that. I don't know by how much.
Yeah, it's gone
I'm
20
like
foot up.
5'5" and it's 20 foot, so it's like 15 feet above me.
Okay.
Just out of glaive range, unfortunately.
And it's within 5 feet of Eridan, right?
Yeah, it got right up to Eridan as it flew upwards, because Eridan was directly above.
Okay. Proposition. How big is this thing, roughly?
It's considered a huge
Oh
monster.
no.
So
I
if
was
I
gonna
were
say
to,
it's fucking.
Oh no. I know where. I think I know.
if I were to do like a let's say like an area damage type of thing, would there be a place on it I could hit that would not be within 10 feet of my friends?
Well, it's not going to be within 10 feet of me because I'm 15 feet away from it.
You could
Hit
catch
it.
it. You could catch it towards the where the tail meets the body, and that would be enough where you wouldn't catch Eridan or Ishton.
Hit it in the butt.
You literally
Nip it
have
in
to
the
hit
butt.
it in the arse. Yes.
Something bit me. Okay. So here's what Soup's gonna do. As a bonus action, he is going to use his second wind because that last bolt hurt. Then he's going to get move up about 10 feet to get just in range of this thing and fire off a bolt. And that's going to be 23. That hits, right?
23 just hits. Yes.
Okay. So then that's going to be 11 piercing damage on the butt. And then he's going to use his action surge.
You don't have to. That's
Oh.
enough. Just.
The butt shots! Yes! Got it with the butt shots!
Literally.
So
It's
how do you want to
ass.
finish it off? I guess.
Okay. You see him like he's just like pulling this bolt out and he lines it up and he just kind of cocks his head to the side for the kill shot and fires it, and you just see the bolt just go like right underneath the wing, just past like one of the like tendrils, and hits it right at the base of the spine, and it just like suddenly like gets totally rigid and falls to the ground, collapses, and he's reaching for his other bolt and goes, "Ow!"
You watch as the tail itself actually goes the limpest of all, as your shot has gone through and managed to sever the spinal cord as it's gone straight through. That is the part that goes limp first, and then the rest of it eventually just and it hits the ground with a thud. There's a slight little bit of residual electrical energy that begins to crackle throughout its body, but that too begins to fade.
Are we still paralyzed?
Technically, as you'll be exiting initiative, you can go ahead and shake that off. Yeah.
Is it
Soup?
still?
Oh.
Go on.
No, I was gonna congratulate Soup.
Yeah.
Soup, that was fucking amazing. And Athena just starts sort of runs through.
He's like trying to get through this like muddy terrain. He's like, like falls down and like gets back up.
Orin will
just
kind
runs
of
up to Orin,
dagger.
Eridan's gonna fly down because she's been wanting to heal Orin this whole time, and so yeah, Eridan will swoop down and land next to Orin and put a hand on your shoulder. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. You did really good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, that feels much better.
You get 10.
Oh, that feels much better. Thank you so much. Oh, you did quite a number on it yourself.
I tried anyway. Hey, Soup, that was a pretty good shot.
He's like going past Athenos, like as Athenos is like going to meet him or whatever, he goes, "All right," and he like is heading toward him and then goes right past him and is going straight for the carcass with the shots.
And I am actually already on the carcass. Is there anything still pretty or iridescent about it, or is it all grey and ugly now?
What's your passive investigation?
Oh, that's passive intelligence. 12.
12. Okay, that's good enough. Considering your nature and your history as well. Creatures like these, you're aware that if you were to take something and treat it right, you could go ahead and basically activate the bioluminescence and keep it there. As it currently stands, all of this bioluminescence has drained from the body. But you think with a little bit of work and with the right person, you could probably go ahead and make it pretty again.
All right. I would be like, Soup. Are you good at skinning?
Yep.
All right, let's skin this thing. Just totally ignoring how the crowd is reacting. Just don't even care. Just like standing on with like one of my greaves, just like on its back, just like starting to work on skinning it.
He just gets this giant smile when you're like, "Let's skin this together." He's like, "Yes."
You actually notice that the crowd is silent. Just dead silent.
Cool, they can listen to the sounds as we start to go through the flesh.
I feel like I look around to the rest of the group with my eyes landing on Athenos, just like, that happens a lot.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Jotra,
We
Yes,
don't
or
like
else
to
I'm-
waste, I guess.
you see
Okay.
Jolter jump up. I guess you all bet on the wrong thing! He yells out into the audience as loud as he can, and then he just takes like a little, he like starts rubbing like all of the soot off of his head, and he's like, "But we did it! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!"
say
like
this.
I'll like take my dagger up for just a minute and go woo.
I think this is like bloody, but you know, he doesn't care. He's still holding himself like he looks great. Like he fixes his hair like, so where's the money? All he says.
As Jojo says this, a few people begin to mutter and mumble in the crowd before there's just suddenly this cacophony of cheers that begins to echo out throughout the Colosseum.
Orden runs to Jotra and just grabs him by the waist and like Rafiki lifts him up and like, this glorious bastard!
Funny, because
And
even lifting him up, you don't reach the height of some of the party members.
No, this is about Ishtin's shoulders height. You know, a halfling
Cute.
lifting a
It
gnome.
is very cute.
And
It's
then
cute.
It turns
And
out
he's
it's just a
like-
halfling and a gnome in a trench coat.
We got to do that one of these days. We're gonna have to try that.
Yes, totally, right?
Oh, no,
my
I love
God.
it. I love
Yes.
it.
And then he's gonna put him back down and just grab him from behind and just hug him and just, oh, thank you so much, lad. You
Yeah,
really
thank you.
saved my arse.
Wanted to see how it worked, and it worked pretty well. Oh my god, you look a lot better now, though.
Oh yeah, well, Harridan got me for some healing. She was able to close some of these wounds up, so I feel okay now.
Oh, thank God.
Oy.
Is everyone else feeling okay?
I'm just concentrating on skinning. There's definitely some like places where there's blood coming out between some of the creases or some of the gaps in the armor, but it's probably hard to tell the difference between its blood and mine.
Just trying to pass it
Ishtin
off.
and Soup. Go ahead and make survival checks for me.
Oh boy. I don't know why. That's not like a bad check. I don't know why I said that. It
so
came out
so
of
we
me
can
before.
skin it well,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
how well they skin it, I think, yeah. Yeah, I
Judge
think
is
this
trying
is
to-
looking. I think this looks bloody, but like attractive bloody. You know, like he still looks
Must.
great, but he's definitely bloody.
He's a hot mess. Just
I'm gonna use my
Exactly, yeah.
advantage
He's
on
a
this one.
hot man.
Use my advantage.
and using that
Better.
all work for that. Jotra, he's trying to play it off, but he has like a big swollen black eye, and like he's looking pretty beat up. And he's like,
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't have any more
Okay.
second level.
he's
I'm
proud of
gonna put a hand on Jotra as well. Do you for a little cure wounds? That's 5.
Okay. So, Ishtin,
Yes.
you managed to carve off a very large chunk of this bioluminescent wing section. You can go ahead and cut off the majority. And on top of that, you also managed to pick up a couple of claws. You both managed to get some meat, and you both managed to get some teeth as well. With both of your rolls together, it takes you a little while, but you look towards the mouth of the creature. You look a little bit more towards its throat. You manage to cut through, and it's not perfectly intact, but you manage to cut out the majority of its gland that
Just-
creates its breath weapon.
I imagine us both like with this big slit, and like both of our hands are just like up in its neck, just like trying to like, oh, I think I got it. I don't know. You have some, I have the other. Let's pull, and I get okay. All right, okay, there we go.
So you have, a bioluminescent strip. Both of you would have meat and hide, a few claws, a few teeth. We'll say like, I don't know, 4 of each. And then one of you would also then have the mostly intact gland.
You can use this probably more than me. Here you go. Take the hand.
He's just like pulling on this thing.
I like to think that I have like my wing thing. It's just like rolled up like a carpet, and I'm just like carrying it tucked under my arm.
He just like
I'm
ties it
imagining-
to his bag, trying not to damage it. And he looks up at Ishtin. He's like, "What can hurt you?"
Oh, nothing, right?
He's
Actually,
like,
a lot of things. But...
punches your knee.
Oh, yes. Oh no, that did not hurt at all. Yes.
I love it.
The ones that are currently dealing with the carcass, is there anything else in particular you are after from the creature, or is that pretty much covered?
I don't think I understand the creature well enough to know where else I would want to take anything.
So when we take the hide, do we get some of the back, like that, like hard black portion?
Yeah, if you're wanting to grab hide, you're going to want to grab it from the back of the wings. That's definitely the hardest part.
Okay.
It's difficult to cut, but you can definitely get, between the two of you, you can get a few strips of hide.
So,
I still love the idea that like the combat's over, everybody's cheered, they're sort of like and
We're just like.
I was just gonna say, since there's gonna be a while, Jotra wants to figure out how it came up with its magic and see if he can see anything. Just that like he can think of where it would have like had access to it. So if he can reactivate the bioluminescence or activate any magical properties. I have a passive investigation 17, but I can roll for it if you like to.
I'm actually going to make you roll a nature check on top of that passive.
Check. 18.
Okay. So as these two have begun to carve this creature open and do whatever they're doing with it, eventually you go ahead and wander over and begin to take a look across the body of the creature. There is nothing magical. It is entirely biological.
Chemical.
The gland itself is what generates the breath weapon, and then the fabric, fabric on the back of the wings appears to be able to conduct, generate, and disperse electricity.
also it drinks a lot of water before combat.
You didn't see when you guys were walking to the Colosseum, it was just...
Zoinks!
A fighter after a weigh-in. Just give me all the water.
Yeah. Other than that, once you guys are eventually done severing what you wish to, there's a voice that just says, "So are you done down there?"
Oh yes, probably. I think so. I think we're done. Yes, we are all done.
Soup holds up like a chunk of meat and goes.
You can walk.
It's like
and eat,
seafood.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Oh yes, so we are done.
Ooh, I was hoping for a challenging fight, but
Well, speak for yourself. That was challenging enough. Shite.
Just looks at you like.
I told you guys you could do it. I did say it. I don't know why you doubted me, honestly.
Yes, you were right. You are always right.
I know.
Yeah, I know better than to question you, so...
You did great out there, by the way, Eridan.
Oh,
Everybody
thank
just
you.
has a bellows to Athenos ego.
he bellows his own ego, like.
I was gonna say he doesn't need help. Let's be
It's just like you're holding the billows and you think it's going to do something and you realize it's a hot air balloon that's already in the air. And you're like, oh.
I don't need to be doing this.
Oh, sorry.
Drac, you said that Athenos did look a little, like, beaten up, but wasn't saying anything about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pat you on the back and give you a little bit of healing to take 6.
Ooh. Thanks for that. I needed that, actually. The blood was getting on my shirt.
Eridan definitely plays it off as, you also did really good. Nonchalant.
I know.
As, like, definitely did not cast healing
Yeah.
on you because you're bloody.
I actually like look kind of us kind of up and down, some of us covered with gore, and go, going to the library next?
Wait, about the money
Ooh.
first. The money.
Well, after the money, but yes.
Maybe a bath.
Perhaps.
Of all the spells I don't have, that's the one I feel like I should have.
I would not say no to a bath.
Zoop just like extends his arms and like does this little like funky tai chi like dance on one leg and just like cast prestidigitation in each direction on everyone.
That's beautiful.
I love that.
Pulling all the
nice.
blood and gore
Oh,
off
that's
onto the
very
ground.
nice.
Glorious.
Very nice. I mean, I'm going to
Okay.
keep bleeding on myself, so you may have to keep doing that. But that's
Soup
very
is
nice.
bending.
I
So bending.
I mean, I'm still a bat would still be fun.
You go for a bath. Like you see, he's holding you see he has Calamos like in his hand, and he's holding the cold metal onto his eye. Baths are good.
Can we see like the announcer, like the ringleader anywhere?
Well, it's about now as you've zoned kind of back into where you are. They've been grandstanding this entire time. They've been working the crowd. They've been grandstanding. They've been going ahead. You zone in around about when they're like, and so your new champions, the heroes of Jarlath Bal, reign victorious. And realizing that they have now grabbed your attention, they go ahead and look down and say, so, go and collect your reward. Graham, thank you for the gift subs.
Oh my
and the
gosh.
bits.
Thank you.
Oh my god, god damn it, Graham.
3,000 gold pieces and 3,000 gift subs.
Like watch the chat go.
That was perfect.
Thank you so much. It's so appreciated.
God.
Thank you so much.
Thank you a ton.
Thank you. Oh no, I'm gonna cry.
Holy hell.
Yeah, so you just fought the big, horrible monster thing. The grandstander goes ahead and kind of guides you back the way you came. He's there kind of pointing you across.
I'm gonna shout. So since we destroyed your champion bees, can we have like, I don't know, free bathhouse kind of thing?
There's a moment of pause before they look at you. There's a sly smile and then ushers you again. Because he's like at the very, very top
Yeah.
currently. Basking in the glory that is not theirs.
I don't know if that's a yes, but okay, I guess. I just wanna
That was worth
go
a
in that
shot.
direction.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, but we've got 3,000 gold. We can go to any bathhouse. You look cool with that black eye.
It is cool. It is cool.
You should keep it.
You look like a total
I got it
badass.
myself. I mean, do we want a bath or do we want to go to the library and actually get information that we need? I mean, I like a bath idea really, but
Yeah,
you know, either.
I'm up for a bath. I would like a bath for sure.
They could do the old muscles, well. Might as well.
I'm more than okay with going to get a bath, if that's what we want to do.
Soup has just been standing still, like really still this entire time, just kind of like with a glazed over look on his face. And he just like just falls over. You
Oh,
see,
oh my
like,
gosh.
even though he's prestidigitated himself, like he has been constantly bleeding like the entire time. He just
So we'll
falls
try to
over.
catch him as he falls over too.
And
We'll try to catch him so he doesn't hit the ground.
I'll come over and I'm gonna do a couple things. I'm gonna do lay on hands, which is that's 4 points of healing, and then I'm going to use my last spell
When you go to
slot.
heal him, he like wakes up, puts his club, is like, no, no, And he uses like Ishtar to prop himself back up. He's like, that sounds good.
Yes. All right, you and me both. We will bleed our way there.
He smiles.
Are you sure? Okay.
He kind of almost drunkenly smiles. He's just,
Well, if you change your mind, just let me know.
Christian just has like
long time.
there's like a really understanding smile on Ishtan's face, almost a smirk, but like just a very conspiratorial. Yeah, I get it.
All right.
Right. Hey, you are being fierce. You were fierce, and you are being fierce, Jotra. Good for you. You stopped being afraid, about halfway through. It was fantastic. Good job. But you did not show it, and that is really the important thing. Yes. Good job.
All right. Athenos, Eridan, Ishtan. I'd like you to make perception checks for me, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. Okay. Okay.
This is the one build where perception is not great for me. Oh no. It's 16.
13.
21.
Okay. What was that for Athenos, sorry?
16.
16. Okay. So, as the individual grandstanding goes ahead and kind of guides, you have this discussion, and then eventually you go ahead and kind of follow where they're directing. Athenos, in the corner of your eye, you see an individual wearing probably the most ridiculously over-the-top outfit you have ever seen, even as a pirate. And it just, for a second, you feel like you've seen this person before. And it's just that weird kind of feeling of deja vu suddenly. And as you kind of look again, they've gone ahead and begun to leave the arena. Eridan, you get a sneaking suspicion. Something just kind of clicks in your head. You go ahead and kind of tap Ishtan.
Yes.
You both look up. And Ishtan, as you follow Eridan's eyes, you can both see a small, almost translucent orb floating just above the arena. And as soon as you look towards it, it disappears.
Would I have any idea what kind of magic that would be? Or what
Go ahead
spell
and roll
that
an
would look
Arcana
like?
check.
But I know. I feel like
Go
I
ahead and
know.
roll an Arcana check as well.
I didn't notice.
14.
I got a 12.
Are you muted? I think you're muted.
Oh, good job. Good job, me.
I thought you were maybe just trying to practice your answer or something for a second. I was like, we'll wait.
We'll let him have it.
You get the feeling that whatever it is, if it was magical, it would probably be relatively powerful. But nothing exactly quite comes to mind right now. You've just fought a massive, horrible beastie. You're in a lot of pain. It kind of makes sense that your mind isn't exactly in super analysis mode. You go ahead and everyone is led out. As soon as you reach the entranceway you were at, immediately some people begin to tend to you with kind of like wet rags, wiping you down. A few of them.
Oh, careful. Damn. Okay, at least take me out to dinner first. Damn.
It's okay. It's no.
I feel like as they approach Eridan with that, she's going to just take the rag out of their hand and say, thanks.
It's okay. I'm good. I can clean my own armor. Thank you. It's okay.
How many people is it?
Too many.
You've been hit by like a swarm of like 6 people.
Too many. Said what I said.
He bites one of the rags out of their hands. He's like,
As they do this and begin to be waved off, one of them points to a different door than the one you came into and goes ahead and just...
I'm gonna try to sort of get closer to Athenos and just be like, powerful magic user in the audience just did something. I don't know what.
I mean, I don't know how much I can help with that, but I did see someone that looked very strangely dressed, and I kind of noticed that that's kind of a thing that spellcasters do. They like to wear stuff that shows that they're...
I never did, though. I did not do that. I was very humble in what I just wore normal, whatever. Maybe it's just the Magic Academy, they're full of themselves, but I just
probably
wanted to give you a warning, and also I will talk to you later about that spell you shared.
Okay.
I'm glad you shared it.
It was for the gold. I'm gonna be on it. That was 3,000 gold.
I understand. Glad. And it worked. That is my point.
You look great out there, by the way. And
Well,
he's gonna
thank you.
walk in. He's gonna walk in a moment. He's confident, so he just walks away.
There's a small corridor with a few doors that this individual is kind of going ahead and leading you down. They go ahead and open up one of the doors. And you see a very large bathhouse / sauna that has been cleared out completely. There's no one in there, no staff, nothing. And they go ahead and just kind of usher you to the side and just say, as requested.
Thank you.
How big are the baths?
We're talking like far bigger than they have any right to be.
Like pool sized or just like bath size?
A huge swimming pool, yes.
Oh, good. All right. I am just already getting everything off. Just gone. Just all gone. And I dive like gracefully into the pool. Don't dive into shallow water, everyone. I just happen to be a Triton. I can. And I am like flipping and like twirling and just swimming all around. And my hair doesn't get all like, bleh, like it just, like it was meant to be in this environment. And the light just like glistens off of my scales. And my fins are all out. And yes, that is what I am doing. But naked.
I'm so happy. That's so cute.
Jotra, the exact opposite. Very carefully folding everything, getting it all ready, and then looks to Pavasari. Would you like to try swimming? You are. Okay. Up in a few
I was
hours.
gonna say there's no response.
I wasn't expecting one.
Athenos just very unreasonably centrally for no reason. Like you can't tell if he's doing it on purpose or if that's just how he does it. But just centrally strips.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Part of his work. Your patient?
Maybe it's Athenos.
Jotra does the
I would
smallest
say that-
cannonball ever. It's more like a.
I feel like
Orin-
Airden.
Go ahead.
Noses.
Oren will neatly, but not quite as meticulously as Jotra, fold up his gi and then just kind of slide into the water and start to float. Just his head up, the rest of his body down.
As she swims past you, Jotra, you can see closer up that she is bruised to shit. Just battered. Yeah. But she passes you and like just sort of playfully grabs your foot and like tosses you out of the water and in again.
Airden's
Do
definitely.
it again!
She'll keep doing it.
Yeah, Eridan's definitely not shameless. Will also disrobe and get in, but she looks puzzled at first, and then just says "fuck it" and gets in. She's not sure if the mechanical arm will get all weird in the water, but she gets in anyway. And she's also just going to be like, oh, "Good," just happily in the water.
Is this water hot or cold?
It's hot.
It's hot. Okay, perfect.
I let my hair down too. Eridan's hair is like very long.
So it's like the air around it is very kind of sauna-ish, and then the water itself is like that perfect kind of soothing temperature, the kind of bath you get into when you're in pain and you want to get rid of that pain.
Are there coals around for like the like steam?
Yeah, they are around. They're placed around the outside of the
Okay.
the room.
So he's gonna take his pack off. You'll see like he's got this armor that's just covered like in all these blades and stuff. You see him just very ridiculously quickly just unclasp like one thing. He pops out of one side of it, out of it, and it just like stays suspended on his pack, like on a hanger, essentially. Comes out. You see him. He's got like this gaping wound in the front of him. He grabs a coal and just like presses it up against him, closes his eyes, winces for a little bit, puts it away.
This is a very confusing conversation for me.
he gets in the water and just immediately like, I mean, just like a crocodile, just like just nose and eyes like above the water and swims around.
I will at some
Alright.
point, like, because I haven't heard this, sort of prop myself up the side of it and like bring myself like just enough out, just enough, and be like, "Are you going to join us, Athenos, or are you just going to stand there looking pretty?"
Why are you spinning
I
your
mean-
shirt over your head?
What do you mean? That's not what you do.
Oh, best part to come back ever.
It's probably just saving the best for last.
Everything gets it, and and I slip in, and like the fog just anime. The fog just tastefully blocks out the areas,
Yes, this is very this is
Anime
anime censorship
bathhouse.
going on.
Fog exactly where it needs to be.
What are you doing there?
Oh yeah.
Doing what? What do you mean?
Nothing.
We'll go ahead and slide in. The water kind of changes temperature as everyone gets in, and then quickly heats back up to where it was. It's very calm. It's very soothing. It's very relaxing. The room begins to steam up just a little bit more, just to allow that kind of allow the sweat to come out of you, so to speak. All that dirt and grime that you picked up in the battle, and blood.
Lots of blood.
I think technically, yeah, this is probably the first like actual bathhouse I've been to. Technically,
Really?
Well, I mean,
that I remember.
yes,
That you know of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not the most impressive feat. It's not, the most.
Oh, but this is very nice.
My first one.
The
As you see,
shore
Jotra
beats,
has made his way over to the side and he's holding on to the side because his feet don't touch.
Nah.
This
Do
is
you not know
certainly
how
the
to
nicest.
tread water and swim, Jotra?
Well, I didn't really have a lot of practice swimming. No, so, I mean, no, I don't.
Would you like to learn?
Yeah. Considering we almost drowned already. Yeah, well, how do you swim?
Oh, well, let me show you. And I will kind of pull you to the side and start like showing you how to swim. And like, she's actually pretty good at adjusting it so that people without like webbed appendages can actually do it. But she's going to start teaching you how to swim and tread water.
You see, Jotra is terrible at it. He like sinks like a stone and you see jumps back up. Okay, I got it.
Oh, yes. If you tense up, you will sink more. So you
What?
must not be tense. Be
But I
as
gotta keep-
fierce in the water as you are on the battlefield. Yes, there you go.
What? Oh, what does that mean?
Pulls you back up. She pulls you like back up and goes, relax!
I'm trying!
You're doing this for a little while before you're interrupted briefly by a sudden, like, low humming. You basically notice that Pavasari is hovering above the water, just going in circles at the other end of the pool. Just literally just spinning, essentially.
You can do like this dog paddle because trying to get to Pavasar. You doing it, buddy? You like it? Is that good? He kind of like gets over to his head and kind of like pats it as it spins by. And he's like, yeah, look at Pavasar.
Soup kind of like dives underneath Jotra and then like comes up underneath him, so you're like kind of like sitting on his back, and he like swims you over to the side, pops up out of the water, sits there in front of you. He goes, "Keep out good today."
Not like you nailed it. You got the big
Reaches
shots.
out and scratches your cheek.
Oh, what?
It's a little bit of blood on his claw. Give me your hand.
Okay.
He flicks it into your hand, cuts his own hand, and like grasps you there. He's like, "You did real good. You're He looks over at Ish and he goes, "First."
Yes. Yes.
And then he
Yes,
pushes you
is.
in the water.
No, it's so wholesome. I'm gonna die.
Which was just kind of like trying to glow, but he's also trying not to drown at the same time.
Anybody else doing anything specific during this wind down period?
Does this count as a short rest?
It can, if you'd like it to.
That would be great.
Yes,
would-
please.
The wizard would love that.
I think Athenos, he swims over to the side. So like, he's kind of just watching everyone have fun, but then he wants to place his hand on the side of, it's like just out of the water on the side, and try and see if he can feel anyone else that might be nearby within 120 feet, because he definitely saw someone very oddly dressed, and from what Ishton told him, someone used some powerful magic for unknown reasons during our fight. That definitely wasn't us, so I'm just trying to just feel out for anyone, but looking as casual as possible, just like on the sides.
All right. 120 foot will catch a few of the other rooms that you passed, and you hear the occasional footsteps here and there. You spend a little while kind of focusing on them. You realize that they're probably just doing whatever day to day they normally would do. You kind of look out of the boundaries of what you've seen already. You go ahead and use that whole 120. You can feel a few people above you, again, kind of walking past, doing day-to-day stuff. Nothing catches your eye.
Okay. In that case, he, just cracks his back, relaxes, and then just dives underwater and just starts just swimming about. Probably pulls Jotra underwater when he goes past.
I think I've got this. Whoa!
Jotra has a few gallons of water in his lungs by the end of it.
He's gonna weigh about another 5 pounds just from drinking so much water.
But it's not spitting water like the creature did, just...
Yeah, just I'd mess around, splash. I definitely splash like Orin, Eridan, Ishton.
I take a wing and flick water back at you.
I feel like Ishton is really skilled at splashing water at people, like can get like the biggest fucking splash, like
Like a
really,
tiger.
really, really like get you fucking back, Athenos.
Ishton does like a thing like that, and like Orin in her way kind of like surfs the wave, like it's like a body surfing thing.
She keeps doing it then, so he can keep surfing.
Oh, if Ishid is splashing Athenos and Jotra is like about to be in the splash, I feel like I'd take my tail and like pull him out of the way. He's had a lot of water.
No, while I'm doing this, like I'll roll deception if I need it, but while I'm doing this, I'm gonna telepathically tell Ishtin, I've been trying to figure out if anyone nearby. It seems no one passing by, no one seems to be coming towards us or watching us. Whoever it is might have been crafted outside of the receiver.
Possible. I could not tell what the stone was, so I believe. Perhaps they were teleported away. Perhaps somewhere not strategic.
Maybe.
Or sending something to follow us on watch.
Well, what I'm seeing right now is a naked voice.
It works for me.
I know.
Cole, is Eridan keeping her mechanical wing up out of the water and mechanical arm out of the water, or is she just testing it out?
I think the wing, she might have it propped out and she's testing the arm first.
Okay. So it's just gonna like pull like on your arm, like, do it.
I put it in.
Nothing's up.
Nothing happens in the water.
Can I double check her arm to make sure that like water's not getting into it and nothing's rusting or anything real quick? Just
You don't need to.
Oh, okay, perfect.
You notice as it dives in, as the arm dives, as the arm goes into the water, there we go. It just plops off, dives in by itself. I don't know.
Start swimming upwards! Please!
Well, this is real awkward.
You now have a remote control boat arm.
Oh my god, it's like Iron Man. Oh, jeez.
Iron Man, cousin it sort of combination of things.
Anyway.
As you go ahead and put your arm underneath the water, it doesn't look like there's any kind of difference. As you go ahead and kind of, as Jotaro comes along and begins to like run a hand across, it almost feels like there's a membrane that has developed around it. The very, very, very tip of your finger becomes dry as you touch, and then everything else stays wet.
Cool.
Yes, it's magic skin.
Does the same thing happen with my wing?
Yeah, you go ahead and dip your mechanical wing in, and the same thing happens.
Have you seen anything like that before?
No, but it does mean one thing. Jojo's going to, he's kind of like sitting on the edge there, and he's going to scoot over and he's going to kick her in the back and push her into the pool all the way. And then jump in after her.
The only right response to that was the only correct response to learning that information.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I would say that anyone who is paying a little bit of attention to Ishtin or glancing over, like especially while Ishtin maybe is teaching Jotaros around soup, would see that she's occasionally glancing over at Athenos with a bit of an impenetrable look on her face and sort of playing it off if ever like he seems to look back in that direction as like she's just investigating the area, like there's just a little bit of like a shy little
Is that a direct metaphor?
eye tag going on. Yeah. And
She's
yeah,
looking
her
at spiders again.
Yeah.
There's a water spider, and I'm just no. Again, she comes like just enough out of the water.
Meanwhile, Eridan comes out of the water and I feel like she's trying to get the hair off her horns.
Oh no.
Just
Tiefling problems.
just tiefling things.
Oh man.
Tieflings were with the horns, and then Tritons trying to keep the hair out of their gills, just like.
If Jotra's on
for a reason.
If Jotra's on the edge, though, as I come back out of the water, my tail flicks out and pulls him in.
Ah, love it.
So
And this
we've got,
will
what, 53
this will
more
go
minutes
on
to
for-
just be in a bathhouse. Go.
this will go on for a few hours as you go ahead and have, for the first time, probably ever, being just as a group shooting the shit, small talking, teaching Jotra to swim, goofing off, and just kind of letting the feelings of the battle just kind of melt away from you and wash away.
At one point, Jotra turns Pavasar into a floating bar and just...
Yes, please.
I want someone to boogie board on. Probably sorry.
I love the idea of our mechanical turtle swim up bar.
Yeah.
That is
things I-
amazing.
Can I have a real one, please?
Things I wish I had.
It's like even the cups floats. You just go ahead and kind of push them on like little waves towards everyone as you scatter them out. Definitely takes a few hours before anyone gets into contact with you at all. There's kind of a knock after a few hours, just going, you still have to collect your reward.
True. Yeah, that's true. Okay, give us a sec. We're all naked, so I don't.
I just walk
You can
out.
come in if you want, but I'm just a warning.
Yeah.
Hello.
Just imagine Soup doing that.
Paint me like one of your French girls.
Magical girl pose.
Prestidigitation has dealt with most of the problems to do with your clothes. So they are, for the most part, clean and a little scratched up in places, but serviceable. Apart from that, yeah. After says that, he just okay, good day. Look, you hear scuttling off.
He's a bit too nervous to be working next to a bathhouse. I don't know.
This
Oh,
is
every
not a
part
good
of
place for
me.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
every,
think?
every part of me thinks it would be funny to just walk out. But
The moment
I will
Eridan
do
says
it if
that,
you do.
the moment Eridan says that Athnos does it, he just walks out.
I will follow.
What? What?
Before I
Are
go
they-
through the door, I'll be like, Arida? Huh? Huh? And then I follow.
Eridan,
I said it. I just shrug and be like, "This is happening," and I'm going.
and I just want to say, anyone that's looking at Athnos from behind,
Damn cheeks are clapping.
There it goes. That's where I'm looking.
perfect.
It's just
Perfect,
something
I
right
promise
at
you.
the same level that I'm looking at. To the side.
So we have 3 streaking
Absolutely
party
perfect.
members.
Fine.
Jotra's
Oh,
Eridan's curvy and cute. I'm just saying.
Jotra after a
Orin
second.
Athnos
is
is built.
slowly getting dressed in his
Athnos has got pecs. He's got pecs. He's got pecs. He's got a nice butt. His thighs. He's got thighs for days. Okay.
Thighs for
He can crush someone's head between his thighs if he
a
wants.
week worth of thighs.
Thighs. Say thighs.
Calf muscles for days.
Oh my god.
So we need to see someone about some money.
After about 10 seconds, you see Jotra
Zay?
run after her, completely naked as well. I'm coming! He's like trying real hard not to be like, just looking like straight forward, clearly not seeing anything, trying not to just be like, okay. He's like, I gave them a coliseum and they turned it into a bathhouse.
He's dead.
Right. It's
We're
just
gonna
like,
have to,
what
we're
have
gonna
I
have to find
done?
a substitute.
I'd like to point out that once again, this is another episode where we've all been in quarantine way too long.
Yes.
No, yeah. All of our fun has just like found an outlet and it's
Yes.
just pouring forth.
Eridan's
Soup's definitely
cute
gonna
and she
stay
knows
behind
it.
Orin.
All right, so yes, money. We want money? Yes? Hello, anybody?
Do I do? Everyone's just right. So we have 3 party members just streaking
Four.
in the middle of a coliseum.
I just want to be clear
Four
that
party members
streaking
streaking
implies
in
that
the
we are
middle of a
running quickly,
coliseum.
but I am just slowly strolling. I'm not streaking in the sense of like, whoa, I'm just walking.
Just walking casually.
Strolling
Very
naked.
much,
in
very
the
much
middle
with the
of-
attitude of we look good and we know it.
Exactly.
So it's probably about now that you realise that there was a public entrance in between the positions.
Own it.
I'm
So as
just
you
waving
go
at everyone
ahead
that's staring. I'm
and
like,
stroll through.
Oh.
You definitely catch a whole bunch of eyes of
Telepathically to
various
Athenos.
various individuals.
My mother-in-law is gonna be so mad.
oh, boy,
Jotra
this is
whispers to
great.
Eridan, I don't know what to do with my hands.
No pockets.
I think she's just like, everyone is staring like, Kane, just take a sketch, man. It lasts longer. And I just keep walking on.
I'm still like, and the money? So someone have our money? We are looking. Money. Anyone?
Takes a little while before you end up in
Poor
one of the
DM.
rooms that you are sent to. A lady immediately turns around and just, oh, you must be. Kind of looks between everyone,
Eyes up here.
eyes down, eyes up, a kind of a coy smile. She goes ahead and just opens the door.
We would be the winners. That's who we are.
As the door opens up, there is an older gnome accountant who is just sorting out the last of the change, knowing that you are coming. Looks up, sighs a deep, heavy sigh before picking up the bag and just going, this isn't the first time when handed. Just stick the bag out.
I want to like lean all the way over the counter to pick up the bag.
He's kind of just looking away.
And if anyone's looking at Athenos, he is in fact stealing glances at Ishtin.
Oh,
I don't know if he's hiding it. I don't even know if he's really hiding it.
Spider, I'm going to look at that.
Spider check.
oh, I think Eridan gives a glance over nonchalantly.
We're all
Jotra.
like having this fun, and like poor Jotra is on the side, just like having a meltdown.
Jotra realizes far too late, about 2 minutes in, that he's the worst height he can possibly be for any of this.
or the best height, depending on.
Depends.
Exactly.
Depends.
Just what are your kinks, buddy?
Ray, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what you expected, honestly.
I don't know really.
So,
I mean,
Stream is, I was gonna point out this stream is marked as mature, so you had your warning, guys, before you ended the stream.
I think this is the first time as a DM where I've literally not known where to go.
nowhere to go, which is back out in front of the crowd. So I am going to walk back out holding the money. And just with, a pose that says, that's right. I am the winner, and you should definitely tell my mother-in-law what you saw.
if I may backpedal just a little bit, so during their naked escapade,
See, it's funny because Cole in real life is a prude.
since Soup stayed behind with Orin, like while he got dressed, like he got dressed and very quickly checked his pockets. He noticed that Soup was there, And when he found what he was looking for in his pockets and kind of sighed a relief, he pulled out his shuriken, threw it up a couple times, and then put it back, and then looked over at Soup, and I wanted to thank you for slaying that beastie. That was quite a shot. Right in the spine, man. Oh, that was impressive.
He's like putting on his armor, but the entire time he's like just looking at you, almost deadpan. And then he sees you toss the shuriken up. He goes, "Did you use that? You'd got him."
Well, I was trying out some of the new training that I've recently been able to access within myself. The fireballs come quite in handy.
That tree magic good. You can do good with it.
Thank
Y'all
you very
keep that up.
much.
He just like comes over half dressed, just like pats you on the back, and
I especially
Bit of
wanted to thank you for putting down such a terrifying beast like that. I may have froze up a little bit during the battle there. It was the tentacles. It really freaked me out. And
you mean these things? He like pulls one out, and it's
boy, the sisters don't fucking do that, lad. Shite. Oy.
And for the second
didn't get you ready for that one, did it?
And for the second time that day, Orin peed himself.
Damn it! I just took a bath.
This episode has gone so far off the rails.
What are
I am
rails?
fine
Where
with
we're
it
going,
being
we
off
don't
the
need
rails.
rails.
Yeah. You don't need rails.
Oh.
We'll eventually come back in and start getting dressed. And I'm just
Yes.
imagining now that Sean mentions it, that all of our like pieces of meat and like leather that we took off, they're like sitting in a corner, just like pooled in like a little bit of leftover blood. Like we're all clean, and then it's just like, so like I get dressed and I just immediately put it right back under my arm, and I'm just like, yep, gore all over the side.
Your designated gore bag.
Yep, yep.
Designated gore bag.
Oh.
Welcome to the Mind of the Martyr.
We hope you're having a wonderful
Classiest
time.
show in town.
And quarantine apparently makes us want to run around naked.
This
I
has
can
been
touch
a
that.
Like
roller
you
coaster
do.
already.
I mean, what? Are you trying to tell me you don't run around naked in quarantine? No one else is. Like, you're alone with your family. Why not?
I mean, that's true, actually.
Yeah.
Ishton, you're gonna come in. I'm gonna just say you're gonna come in right as Stoop does this. Right after he scares Orin, he's gonna reach up like to Orin's head and just kind of like give his head a scratch and be like, "You ain't got to be afraid, boy." And then like walks off.
All right.
Orin's gonna fix his hair.
I'll pat him on the head on my way over to my clothing as well.
Me?
Yes. While you're fixing your hair, so it kind of tosses it. It's a good job. You did good.
You're
Thanks.
doing all right, Orin.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just a little shook by that thing. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really expect a thing with snakes coming out of its fucking face.
They are called tentacles. That is, you've never seen a thing.
Not really.
Like that.
Oh boy, you're
I've-
gonna love it when
This
we.
is the fish person.
The moment we go out onto a ship, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, no. We are not going to just take him on the ship. We are going to take him underwater. We are going to show him everything there that has tentacles on it. And then you will not be afraid anymore.
Well, I've only traveled over the ocean, never on it, so like by airship.
In it. You need to go in it. I will take you. It will be fun. I promise. Fun for me.
Sure, I mean, I don't mind a swim, but it's just tubes of flesh coming out of someone's face. It rings a bad bell in my mind.
Jotra's gonna walk up and he's gonna be like, "It's okay. You just gotta be fierce and pretend like you're not afraid. Up top! Make it till you make it!" And then he's gonna wander over and start meticulously putting his clothes back on, like making it.
Orin, you feel a fuzzy, furry little friend doing the purring thing against your legs.
Orin's gonna look down at the emotional support cat and look
What
over.
would have been
at-
weird is if it wasn't Ashton Laura.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
It's a
I'm like,
tentacle.
that is a heck of a euphemism.
It's a furry tentacle just wrapping its way.
Stop. No!
Just a ferret without
No,
legs.
he's gonna look down at the emotional support cat, and he's gonna look over at Jotra being a little badass and just go, "Hey, come on, get it together, get it together, get it together." Hey.
So as Athnos dresses up, yeah, have you ever seen a reverse striptease? So I'm joking.
And we're back.
Your music.
Somehow he puts
This
his
doesn't surprise. He would somehow pull it off.
he somehow
would
puts
somehow
it on like
pull it
this.
off.
It's like
His hand,
And, like,
his shirt flies
what he
to his
does
hand.
is
He
he-
spins it in reverse.
He puts the shirt on first, and then like his knees kind of spread a little bit as he pulls the shirt just a bit too far down, like drawing attention,
Oh,
and then
we
goes
didn't need
ahead
the
like.
details, did we? And the funny thing, just for anyone watching who doesn't watch all that often,
Oh,
is
God.
that most of us are not like this most of the time.
Oh, yeah,
But
no.
Athenos is like this
Yeah.
all of the time.
The time. Yeah.
Athos is confident.
Reverse sexy.
Reverse,
You
reverse
vex.
sexy.
Oh man, I'm now imagining that Marilyn Monroe photo with like the skirt up and like I don't know
So
why.
Athenos.
I don't know.
Athenos in another life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
with the frilly pirate shirt just
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
we need to go to
in
the
his shit, he
library
has
to
to-
get important
Oh
lore
my
about
God.
our actual mission.
Oh,
Remember that?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be really fun.
now.
Looking at us. What? Oh yeah, sure.
I was in a
shake the
room
bag
with all of
money.
you naked. Excuse me for forgetting that.
Oh
Looks
my.
like he is 3/4.
Okay. So we are clothed. Oh my god.
So
I'm
you'll,
shaking the bag of money for
Mhm.
everyone.
Oh yeah, we should divvy that out.
It's gonna be a bigger bag than that. It's 3,000 gold. It's like.
We get-
But I am very strong.
So you hold it like
Put on
this
suitcase.
dry bag.
We get 500 gold each.
Mm,
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
That's pretty easy.
yeah.
I already did the math.
That's what I'm talking
Psychically
I
to
like that I have-
Athenos. Hold mine. Still to be safe.
Oh dear. Oh wait. I'm assuming this isn't 1,000 gold, like actual gold pieces, or is it like platinum? Did it give us individual?
Oh yeah, I would hope
gold
that would
pieces.
be condensed to like the
You
platinum.
don't have a turtle to hold it for you?
No, I'm just saying that's quite a lot.
Yes. I did forget to mention we spent whatever like 3 hours like all naked and wet in the same room. So I'm gonna say that everyone just saw like first time seeing Soup's back. Soup has a lot of scars. I mean, he has a lot of scars on him anyway, but he has a lot of scars on his back.
Oh yeah,
Can
that's
I
true.
get a sense of what the scars are from? Are they from like a bunch of different kinds of attacks? Are they from the same kind of thing?
There are varied types of scars, but there's definitely like a base of what looks like lashings.
Eridan's got a few too, where the mechanical wing attaches. It's like a line that goes up from her back all the way, her top of her shoulder down to her lower back. And then you can more clearly see like where the arm attaches, like there's like an indentation around it. And then there's lots of like blade, looks like slices randomly.
Which was
All
the
right,
man
all
with
right.
no scars.
Not yet.
I will actually say that that question in chat out loud as well. Coin weight's boring. It sucks. We don't know none of that here.
Nah, fam.
They actually have chocolate in them. That's just the currency.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Well, in
Just
Yilton.
chocolate coins.
Especially in the fire plane where they all melt. It's just people
Fire-resistant gold
handing
foil.
over. It's just people handing over like lumps of melted chocolate, just covered in like random bits of
Oh.
foil. Just-
Oh, I'm having flashbacks of mall rats. No, no, no.
Oh god.
Get it
All
away
right.
from me!
So you all get your 500 gold each.
Hell yeah!
Go ahead and get dressed, get yourselves equipped and sorted and ready to go. Do we have any other business at the Colosseum before leaving?
No.
Okay.
And the crowd for any fancy dress Magicanum looking people.
I'm looking out for that orb.
Yeah.
That weird thing.
Who is leaving first? Okay.
Like
So
Jojo's
Jojo.
really excited to get to the library. He's just
Eridan's behind him.
You go ahead and open the door. There appears to be a note stuck to the front, wrapped up in a white envelope and covered with a very elaborate seal.
Oh no.
Does
Which
the
is-
seal have an A on it?
Jojo's gonna pull out his like journal. He's gonna do like a quick press of the seal so he doesn't lose what the seal is, and then very carefully he's gonna pull one of his daggers and flip it open. Pull it out. What is it?
Eridan's reading
So-
over your shoulder.
The first thing that happens is a small necklace drops out. And it says, it just reads, "You might be able to do this after all. I'm always watching, and I'm very impressed." Signed with the same A. Which, considering the context, is a bit, but
Wait a minute, didn't that thing have wings just like this A?
I just got that right.
I'm always watching and I'm very impressed.
I mean,
You made it in that context, but
I mean,
you made it that way.
oh, because
I hear that a lot, you know.
I mean, no offense, but like, we're hot.
Yeah.
Just,
I'm gonna pick the necklace up.
can I identify that?
Yes, maybe figure out what this is.
we can do that
What does
when
the
we get
necklace look
to the library.
The necklace is a silverish chain. The pendant on it, so to speak, appears to be lapis lazuli, encasing some kind of feather.
Which was gonna, well, on Pavasar, he's gonna start the ritual of identify. He takes his cog-looking shield and he kind of places it in front of him, and he kind of like uses that as a table. And as part of the ritual, he takes out a quill and he dips it in like the some ink, and he kind of just starts creating like these certain runics that kind of combine together for the spell. And then before the end of it, he's going to put that down, and then he's going to pull out a small bag of iron filings, and as he kind of spreads them over, you see the filings pull in, and then instead of like grouping together, they stand up straight like they've been magnetized. And then once he'll pick up the item, and as he picks it up, you see the iron filings flow to it and then magnetize all the way around it. And then as he pulls up, you see as it pulls the last filing up, it pulls up as it touches, it releases the filings and it flows down, and that's the ritual is complete. And then it'll clean.
Okay.
That's so
To clarify,
cool.
Like that.
Are you doing this inside of the spa room, or are you doing this in the corridor, like literally where you found it?
I think
you
like
probably
on the
backed
way.
it. I was thinking of doing it on the way, like sitting on Pavasari as Pavasari drove us through.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So, we go ahead and see everybody grouped up, ready to go. You have this letter. Do you show everybody else?
Yeah, Gotcha would know.
Yeah. So you go ahead and pass that around to everyone as you begin your identify spell.
Maybe it was him.
Hmm?
There was Fancy Pants watching us, I think, and also doing some magic.
I feel like I've seen him before, but
You worked for him, but you never saw him, right?
yeah, we just spoke through letters basically. Just did odd jobs, honestly. I never really did, even I didn't really take the letters in. It was more my captain. I just did the jobs. The jobs paid well.
But
Very
you think you have
strange.
seen this one.
Yeah.
Fancy pants.
Can I?
What did he look
is
like?
there? What did he look like? You just said that he was very like, I guess flamboyantly dressed. But is there anything specific I noticed?
So, it is a very, very white robe that is kind of decorated with more white and gold, intricate stitches and decorations. Also comes up in a Victorian style kind of like crown behind, where the collar rises upwards.
Like a Time Lord.
More lacy, but yes.
Okay.
Lacy for a Time Lord.
So more Third Doctor than.
Yes, I'll just relay that. Is there any role I can do to try and remember where or when? At least like maybe a time period at least?
You can roll history if you'd like.
History is not great if I remember correctly, so let's see how that
I was going to ask if I could roll that as well based on the description.
Sure.
30-20.
Natural 20, 28.
damn. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. So, Soup, you never would have met this individual through your travels.
Okay.
However, there are certain stories that you've picked up here and there of a certain flamboyant individual that gets into contact with random people and essentially offers them seemingly incredibly random jobs. They'll pay once and then vanish as if they've never existed. And that'll happen, like, the biggest span you've seen is like 3.5 years. So there were 2 stories 3.5 years apart that you've picked up that show this person showing up, asking something weird of someone, paying, and then just dropping off the face of the planet again.
Roughly how long ago were these stories dated to?
These stories are kind of scattered across. The most recent one you would have heard would have probably been a good few months before you boarded the airship.
Okay. He'll relay that to them.
Athenos, with your role, you feel like you've seen this person in a different outfit. You feel like you've seen this person in passing during some of your previous dealings, but you can't quite nail exactly who they are. Although what they wear is glamorous, they themselves are relatively unremarkable. It's actually quite hard to be able to fit the face to any names that you've heard in the past, but you know you've seen them before.
So I've seen them like because of those like jobs with A, or just in general.
You've seen a couple of times with the jobs with A, but you've also seen them hanging around the harbors
Oh,
themselves.
yeah. I've seen them around.
Definitely also seen them in the Pirates' Den once
Okay.
as well.
Yeah, I've seen. Nothing, but I think I have seen them around. Never spoken to them. They just have been around oddly often. Now that I think about it, honestly. But I usually don't pay mind to that kind of stuff. Probably should. Yeah. Not all the time when related with A. Sometimes seeing them at the harbors we dock at, or just at the bars we drink at. Never really spoken to me, or as far as I know, my captain, my crew. So there's not much I can say other than they probably know me more than I know them.
Now they know a lot about you.
Do you think this fancy guy is A himself, or do you think he's just an underling?
I'd imagine he's just an underling. I feel like actually, I don't know if I can say this, but would people be after A? Do you think, like law enforcement or just other people, would they be after A? Would they want A dead, or would it be a person of interest at any point or something like that?
This A individual, either has high influence or runs the underworld known as the Nest. If you're thinking about whether he would be killed, probably to take his place.
Yeah, no, he's either. No, I think he's more likely to be an underling. It'll be kind of, people want his position, and the best way to take someone's position is to show you're stronger than them by killing them. And just going out in the open like that, casually going to a pub full of pirates, isn't really the smartest way to stay alive and keep your power. So I'd assume it's more likely an underling, probably keeping tabs on people that has worked with them.
And I guess, is it strange that you've seen him so much?
Yes. I don't tend to stay in one place. If the longer you stay in a place,
you?
most likely.
Or
maybe.
Your captain, maybe? Well, you now, I guess.
Or she's close.
Also true.
When Eridan says, or your captain, he just kind of like freezes.
Either way, seem like they're gonna get in contact with us before we get in contact with them.
You know, Athanos, with that gold, we might be able to hire someone who can scry.
That's a good idea, actually. How quickly do we need to go to the library? Is that like an urgent thing?
I look up and down the side of my armor that is dripping from the gory stuff. And I go, perhaps we split up? Maybe?
We can do that.
DM's favorite words.
I'm not much of a reader anyway. I probably won't be much help.
And now you know where it is, Jotra, yes? We followed it while you were terrified. Were you too scared, or did you notice where it is?
Well, I think I've got it. Richard thinks for a second. You see, yeah, I've got it. Kind of like mentally maps it out. By the way, this is not a common thing. It's really interesting. It's very cool. It's called the Necklace of Second Chances. If you die, it'll shatter, come back to life. I mean, you'll be extremely exhausted. But after that, it's gone. Breaks. So if somebody's interested in, us not stopping whatever we're doing, That's
Orin,
interesting.
perhaps?
Yeah, I've had my second chance already.
So have I.
Thinking there's only one of us that has a kid, as far as I know. Could save two.
Do you have to be wearing it at the time of your death?
You do. Yeah, you have to be attuned to it.
You can only be
Listen.
attuned to one thing at once, right?
3.
You tend to 3.
3? Okay.
Christian,
Yes.
you've got a daughter. You should take it.
I also agree.
Right. Thank you. And I'll put it on, but I'll actually pull out my stone when I do, and I'll check that it's still the color that I want.
Did we see this finally?
Yes.
So
Finally!
as you pull it up, Chotra kind of see. I could put that on the necklace, just a little hanger.
No, it's all right. I will wear them both, but thank you.
What is it?
It shows how she's doing.
Cool. What is it? How do you read it? You kind of like.
It stays the same color if she is all right, and if she is not, it will change. There is one for me too, from when I was a child. Is it the right color?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, just making sure. All storm sorcerers, when they quicken, and even before.
So your magic will be active if it still works.
No, it is its own thing.
It is.
It is a gift that is given for the gift of a sorcerer to the community. But still,
That's
Yes.
awesome.
yes it is. She'll tuck it back down her breastplate. Thank you.
Of course.
And as you go ahead and put the necklace on, where it touches your neck, there's like a slight glow of warmth, just a touch that kind of begins to travel from there through you, and then stops.
It is powerful.
So, we're splitting up.
Yes. Where do we want to meet after? Should we head back? Should we meet here again? Or back at
At
mean-
my in-laws' house. Well, here is the thing. I would like to be the first or among the first that show up.
I mean, we wouldn't walk in without you if we
No,
did get back.
yes, you could wait outside. I just want to be there to see her face. So how about we meet here and then we walk back together?
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
I feel like the people
So-
here probably want to see us again anyway after our show.
It's true.
Mhm.
Probably.
What time of day is it?
It's the fire plane. There's no such thing as
that's
time.
It's
right.
5 o'clock. It's
It's
5
fire
That's
o'clock.
right.
o'clock.
That's right. It's 5 o'clock.
It's fire o'clock.
So you think maybe a few hours of research and doing what y'all need to do, and then meet back here at when the sky is fucking fire.
5 o'clock,
Yep,
5:30.
yep. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Half past fire.
I guess if you show up here and nobody else is here, wait.
Do they say things like, "You have been gone for fires and fires"?
Their clocks are just coals that burn through, and they're like, "You have been gone for 4
Yeah.
embers. Where have you been?"
It's
Please make that canon.
Wasted so much heat today.
You have plenty extra.
Oh
The
man.
way that Orin said that, I imagine that I feel like definitely is the parent that's like, okay, everyone put on these bright yellow shirts so that we're
Absolutely.
okay.
So how are we splitting up then?
And
Just going
Pat
to-
Athenos on the back. I am going with you, of course.
I
didn't
assume
even need
that-
to ask.
Jotra and I would go to the library.
As am I.
Super going to the library.
Yep.
So maybe I should take, or Pavasari should take the, gory, drippy stuff before you go into the library. Yes. All right. We have to get it out soon because it will start to stink. So let us not forget it. Yes.
Yeah, we wouldn't want his breath to be terrible.
Just
Oh, cute.
Unloads it into this thing, and it's like,
All
I
right.
love it.
So, a few of us are splitting off to the library. Where are the other folks going?
We're gonna try and figure out where we can hire someone to scry. Is it scry? That's what we're doing. Scry.
Right.
Yes.
Where there might be someone who's a magic user for hire, and where is about 100 feet away from them where I'm going to stay. Unless actually I know some that are somewhat less reputable, in which case I won't. Like, where might we hire someone to do this kind of work other than the magic?
I was going to say, the fire plane, thankfully, the Magic
That's
Column's
true.
hold is not strong in the slightest.
They probably would just get a headache and not really care.
They have an emissary. However, so there is a place towards the another part of the city, probably a few hours away, even from where you are, that you know is not exactly the most reputable place. But if you want something done, you go there. You can go ahead and head that direction. And if you do so, you take a couple of steps through the gates. And it's very much like a slightly abandoned kind of city if you're looking at it directly on. However, as soon as you look to the sides, all of the alleyways are filled with people. Athenos and Ishtin, as you step into this area, you both feel the pain of a headache begin to build up inside your head and then fade back to a dull sensation.
Is that how I feel?
Is that how she feels?
It's very familiar.
Yes.
First of all, I'm sorry. Second of all, I should not be able to feel this.
I'm just like, I guess there's so many people I probably can't tell, can I? Who might be nearby that caused that.
As you're looking around, you see a few other individuals begin to kind of scratch their head and kind of rub their temples, as you would normally expect from Ishtin walking into the area. However, as you're looking, there's definitely something else. You can't quite make it out, you can't quite spot it, but there's someone in the area.
Can we track them by following the wave of headache pain? Just wherever people are doing this.
I mean, it does get more painful if you get closer. So,
but and looking at people who are rubbing their temples and just following where that's happening.
Like a metal detector, like this, just
like beep beep. Oh no. Okay.
As you go ahead and walk your way through, you're keeping a close eye on everyone, just seeing who's reacting and where. And as you do so, you end up catching someone in the corner of your eye that is dressed in quite piecemeal, kind of like those half robes. So the bottom part goes all the way down, but then the top part kind of wraps up into more of a shirt. It's very tattered. It's very clearly been repaired multiple times by various other pieces of clothing. and they appear to be having a discussion with someone. And you notice a bright see-through orb in their hand that is just glowing and glowing and glowing.
Is it familiar looking?
The orb
Mm-hmm.
definitely looks like a I've now forgotten the name of it. Focus. There we go.
Focus. And it doesn't look like what I saw at the stadium. No. Okay.
No. The stadium was more of an illusion-esque. It was very, very translucent. This is a kind of crystal clear orb in the palm of their hand. They seem to be having a discussion. There's a look, and then an exchanging of money.
You are better at talking to people.
Okay. And I'm just gonna, I guess, head towards them, just as casually, waving at the people I walk past as if I belong here.
Okay. As you walk forwards, they're kind of scanning around with this grin on their face. As they turn, you now see it is a woman of quite bulky build, probably 30s, 40s. And as she turns, these bright blue eyes hit you, Athenos. And she immediately looks, closes her eyes, looks again, and bolts down the alleyway.
Okay, before I chase after her, because that's what I'm fucking doing, did I recognize her?
What's your passive perception?
Don't think it's great. Passive perception, 13.
Okay. Not quite high enough, but I'll let you roll for it.
Okay.
Roll perception or history, whichever's higher.
You might have advantage. Yes, no.
Do I have advantage? I can't even remember. I've been using.
DC's not
Yes, you have 4 advantages.
4 of them.
I got a ton. Okay. I want to roll first. Yeah, I want to use my advantage. That was a 2. A history or perception, you said. I'm going to go perception. It's 17.
Okay. I can confirm you do not recognize them.
Okay. Well, in that case, I want to start chasing them.
They looked at you like they recognized you.
I want to start chasing them.
I am too, and I have 40 feet of movement.
Because shoelaces.
Shoelaces, my gift from my hunt mate.
The best anniversary gift
And
one
could
could
we-
ask for.
Oh, hold on. Let me just check if I even have that. Yeah. How small are these alleyways? How?
Think like super compact, like metropolitan. Like these are like maybe 1.5 people wide.
Ooh.
It's quite a squeeze for individuals. Like them talking to each other, like face to face, took up the entire section, and they were squeezing a little bit.
I'm straight up linebacker, like pushing people out of the way ahead so that Athenos can follow me. I'm like carving like a
path.
opening, yeah.
And I think what I want to do is, as I'm running, I'm gonna pull up my gun, point it just past Ishin's head and fire, and so it beam goes right past Ishin, right past who we're chasing, and then pierces a hole in space and just cracks open, and the snake tail just flops out and locks the way because it's.
Okay.
There's a lot of people here.
And that immediately gets a response from some of the individuals. There's a little bit of commotion. This person is not fast. You are definitely faster, so I'm not going to make you do any rolls for it. The tentacle blocks the way, but even before then, you manage to catch up just enough that you go ahead and kind of grab her. And she immediately, as soon as you touch her, she freezes in place. Like,
I
she
turn her
knows she's
around.
been caught.
Yeah, I turn her around just like a statue. Nice to see you again, whoever you are.
Yeah, I think I catch up eventually because you're 10 feet, 10 feet per 6 seconds faster than me. I don't know when that is in meters per second. I holster my gun and just kind of look at her. I usually don't get that reaction when people see me. Have you met?
Sorry. I just realized that I left the fire on at home.
Oh my god, if you're going to bullshit, do a better job than that.
Sleep
In
it.
the fire plane?
There might be more fire when I get home.
I want to
The
be
inside
late.
fire. I don't want it to get out.
Stares at burning tree branches above.
Yeah, so explain.
I mean, she kind of leans a little bit. Can you see these people harassing me? Look at this. Ridiculous,
shut the
right?
fuck up and answer his question.
I
always do that. You can't shut up and answer his. Shut the fuck up about other things and answer his question.
I'm gonna turn to everyone. It's like, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm not hurting her. I'm gonna turn back to her and say, while casting suggestion, hey, how about you just tell me? You answer truthfully every question I ask you.
She stops for a moment and waits. Do you have something for suggestion? Because I came up with an idea in my head just then, but
well, wait, it sounds like. Well, it looks
it's
like.
in flavor.
Flavor. Oh.
I just came up with something in my head, and I'm like, oh wait, if you've already done one, then
Wasn't it that it sounded normal to everyone else, but it was like a
very complimentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a
Like very
little
soothing.
soundy.
Yeah, I kind of had the idea that like when the spell takes effect, there's like a small Ouroboros that appears for just a second around their eyes and then vanishes back.
Yeah,
like just
cool.
around the edge of their iris. It kind of like flashes so that you know, and then just
Ooh.
sinks back
Flash?
in.
Oh,
So you see the
into
slightest.
eye? Or
Yeah,
does it
so the
fade?
Ouroboros creates like around the iris, and then you see it like fade and sink inwards almost.
That's cool.
I've always been told I had a bit of a silver tongue. So, have you seen me before? Do you recognize me? Why did you run?
I was told that there wasn't a chance in hell that we'd run into you, so I saw you and I panicked.
Who told you that there was no chance in hell that you'd see me?
I didn't actually take his name.
Can you describe him?
Relatively tall guy, 6'3" maybe. Thin, spindly, bit of a ridiculous voice. Very, very rich. Very rich.
Genasi?
Seemed to be elf to me.
Elf.
Didn't have the same kind of makeup and markings that Genasi usually do.
From here though?
We do get travelers from time to time that aren't well, I mean,
appropriate for the environment.
well, I mean, look at me.
Look at me.
Yeah. Now and then we do get that. But yeah, he said not to do anything with you, so I ran. Because that's what I was paid to do.
Okay.
To not interact with you both.
So, what were you doing here exactly?
Oh, a lot of us magical folk to make ends meet, we do go ahead and rent out our services just like people do in the regular world. Only for here, it's usually a little bit I don't want to say shady. Shady's rude, but shady.
No, this place is shady as fuck. Yeah, no, there's no other way to describe that.
It makes me sleep better at night, but okay.
I'm sorry though, was it us two that you were told to avoid? Or more than just us two?
Is she with you?
Yes, she is.
Is in like trustworthy with you?
Yeah.
No one closer.
All right, because that was a lie. I know that. I know that there are other people. I was told to watch a particular spot for this person, and I did.
Why? What were you looking for? What were you watching out for?
He didn't say. He just wanted to take a look. Just for you guys.
So were you running away or to him? Were you supposed to go find him and tell him?
Oh no, our job's already done. But he said that you might kill me if they found out that I was spying on you.
I mean,
So
maybe
I
Still
ran.
considering it.
possible, yeah. It's 50-50 right now.
What's your name, by the way?
Kyla.
Well, Kyla, this person was right. There is a chance we'll kill you, but maybe if you gave me everything of value on you right now, I might consider not.
I mean, I'd rather not lose my life. I mean, the stick and the orb aren't exactly of value, but I do have the rest of today's earnings.
Good enough for me.
I am still confused though. She was just supposed to see us and that was it? Was he looking through her eyes? What would it be useful for? And was it all of us? All of us? Or some of us?
Were you at the Colosseum?
Me, I wasn't at the Colosseum, but that's where I was looking at.
You're a magic
Oh.
master.
Scrying.
I don't. Okay, out game, I think I know the spell. In game, I don't know if I know when they like actually know the spell.
I would say scrying. She was scrying. And how will he know that you saw us? Did you message him already?
He was here the entire time. He was looking through. I can go ahead and if you touch the orb, then everyone.
He was
can
looking
see.
through this. Okay. Oh, is he listening to us now? Hello! Hello, elf person.
No. The orb is just the focus. If someone goes ahead and touches it, I can go. I can scry with them seeing as well as me.
Oh, well, this is perfect. Let's take her somewhere and get her to do the job for us for free.
I mean, I'm not against that, but I'm still trying to figure it out, Kyla. What did you see anything interesting? Anything in particular that you knew for sure you had to tell your elf friend?
He just needed to see you. I don't really ask questions.
Yeah, I can't blame you. Neither did I. Yeah, you know what? Still hand over your valuables, but also I need you to scribe for me.
Well, there's today's earnings, and what do you need to see?
I need to find a particular person. Name is Dahlia Bavulor. I don't know if this helps, and I like take my necklace off with the ring on it. She has an identical one. I don't know how this works. I'm assuming that makes it a bit easier to describe, right?
Certainly helps. Okay. And she goes ahead and holds the orb outwards. So you just go ahead and put your hand there, and she starts drawing a few sigils with the other
I'm
hand.
watching to make sure she's drawing what she should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
That is a 13.
Okay. Looks familiar enough. Definitely divination. Definitely some. Looks like scrying. It doesn't look anything suspicious.
Okay.
Yep. I just place my hand onto the orb.
All right. She spends a while setting up this spell before it goes off. And Ishton, are you touching as well, or are you watching to make sure?
Yeah, I can tell. If I know that I'm able to participate in it, I will too.
You go ahead and place a hand. All of your eyes just kind of blacken over for a moment. As you open it up, there's almost this like white blue kind of like tinted lens. As you're looking, you can see a heavily robed individual, hood up and deliberately kind of pinned across to hide as much as possible. In some kind of, it looks relatively dingy from the outside, to be honest. A relatively dingy corridor of stone. And as the scry begins to center in on this individual, you watch as she takes a few steps forward. She nods to someone. That person then nods back. And with their thumb, presses an indent into the wall. The wall begins to open as she walks through. As soon as she crosses the threshold, the spell cuts out. She immediately kind of jolts backwards, kind of just, oh.
She entered a warded place.
Unexpected, okay.
And I'm not surprised. It's gonna take all the precautions, I guess, if I can get someone to scry her. Probably someone else could.
The place did not look like a ship, and she did not look like a pirate the way she was dressed.
She was thrown overboard. I think it kind of makes sense that she'll try and hide who she was. We're not very liked. Yeah, so I think I'm not surprised that she is undercover, but I am surprised that she seems to be not doing well, but already found a place set up with wards. While we were looking, can I see anything that kind of gave me any kind of where she is?
It looked like almost a sewer system. It was very dingy. It was very dank. A lot of kind of small pools of water scattered here and there as she walked.
Let me ask the quality of light, and I might or might not be able to get information from this, but for instance, if it was the fire plane, like the light flickers here because it's shiny fire, and like, was it steady light? Was there any light coming from any window? Was it just like torchlight? What was lighting the place?
You would be able to see small, blue flamed torches just scattered along the wall. The architecture doesn't really match the fire plane.
Well, nor does the water at the bottom, but it's just checking.
Yeah. Yeah, the architecture definitely doesn't match, but
And
you are seeing everything through a white-blue kind of tinted
Yeah.
lens as well, so.
you said the robe, the only distinguishing feature was that it covered her face, or was there more detail on the robe?
It was very plain, very heavy, and very deliberate. It was designed, even just looking at it, it was designed as a leave me alone kind of thing.
I'm drawing attention to the fact that I don't want to draw your attention.
You notice.
I guess if that's her, I guess she's okay. She's at least gone somewhere we can't see her. So I guess that means other people will be able to scry on her as well. So that's it's not as much information I was hoping for. I'll be honest.
But you saw her.
Yeah.
Could you tell it was her by the way she walked?
Yeah.
Even though you could not see her face. Yes, you saw her. Worth it.
Yeah. Oh god. Kyla, I'll be honest. I don't like people spying on us, you know. I get it. We're interesting. Who doesn't want to get to know us? But you know, you could just come up to us, talk to us. You know, a little bit less perverse. But you did help, so maybe I won't kill you. And I want to knock the orb out of her hand, and then shoot it.
Damn.
And there is a noticeable silence.
Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to kill you, but don't do that again.
Pat on her head.
She's just staring at the broken orb.
So, turn to Ishan. I guess we did that pretty quickly. Oh, this is telepathically because I don't trust him.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So yeah. So the library, I guess we found what we needed to do.
We got what you needed, yes. To the library.
And then yeah. There's a spring in my step.
All right. You find in the pouch, you find 4 gold, you find 7 silver, and you find an uncut emerald.
Ooh.
Do I know if that is a spell component for any particular spell?
Gems have been used in spells, yes. However, you could probably gather in this case, as they were using a focus, spell components aren't needed usually for divination spells that have a focus. There are a few that do.
Yeah, like the fancy schmancy ones that are expensive.
Yeah. But it was probably a payment from a particularly rich individual.
I have emeralds.
Yeah, you know the type. Okay,
Yugi
folks.
boy.
Oh, Lord. Folks at the library. You go ahead and walk up to the building that you passed before. Probably the least assuming building in the fire plane, to be honest. It's relatively plain, ironically. Not much in terms of adornments or decorations or anything like that. There are kind of like 2 pillars that kind of create this little roof as you walk into the entrance. There's a big set of metal double doors, and as you go ahead and push them, the inside is almost pitch black. There are a few torches running along this kind of carpet that leads up to a singular, what appears to be a desk. As you look around, you realize the entire building is, in fact, the library. Every wall that you can see is covered with various different tomes. The majority that you can see probably in languages you don't perhaps understand, but they are scattered across. Strangely enough, you do see a lot of books from the material plane, also scattered in. Some of them look very, very old. Some of them look relatively new. And as you go ahead and step up, there is actually a fire genasi just sat scrolling away. Looks at you guys, just visitors. All right. Well, just go ahead and grab whatever you need. Make sure you bring it back. Hey, or don't. Don't really. Just kind of half paying attention as he's writing inside the book.
I'll approach the desk and kind of, in Abyssal, I will say, "Have you got anything about Malithok?"
Why?
Yeah, it's kind of drift to you. Drift to everyone else. Looking at you, I thought you'd speak only common. Interesting.
In common, he will say, "I'm a man of many surprises."
In Infernal, he then responds, "I'm sure about that."
And
Aridin laughs, or chuckles rather.
And Sylvan, Jotra's just gonna be like, "What are we talking about?" And he kind of looks at her.
Oh, sorry. Did I say infernal? I meant abyssal is what I...
Oh no, you said abyssal, he responded in Infernal.
Infernal, oh, and then I'm like...
Because he's a jackass. Once you speak in Sylvan, Ty looks towards you again, a little bit confused. Turns towards Soup and just says, in common, "What's your magic trick?"
Oh boy.
You got a classification system?
Alphabetically organized by decade.
Good. Glad you organized something. Your enforcement could use work.
He just like walks around and like goes to a specific section.
Reference cards.
He turns and points towards one of the further shelves in the back and just says, "If you're looking for anything to do with demons, devils, and the like, check in that section there. Again, alphabetically organized and by decade."
Orin will head over there.
Brain is dying. Why did we came to the library to research how to like the magical marks and stuff? I'm just completely forgot. I don't know.
Oh, I'm glad.
And why the fire plane is
Yes.
completely taken over and
We're
you're
trying
in
to
one
figure out
city.
why Sisby has decided to take
That's
So,
over
right.
the fire plane.
so fire plane history.
Yeah.
So if it's by
Basically.
decade.
So
sure.
I'm looking for Malithuk, the husband, and anything I can find on Sisby herself.
Jotra's gonna go to just the last few volumes, since it's arranged by year. Go to the most recent ones, and then starting with the he's just gonna start flipping through back them, and then he's also gonna be check for any authors that don't seem like that names stick out that might be, different, or any books in a different language other than like common, or like any that he would recognize being Sylvan, Gnomish, Dwarvish, Undercommon, and Common. So he's going to look for anything that might stick out as far as like maybe somebody else's versions of what happened.
Thank you for the raid, Vanishek Zone.
Woo!
Oh,
Super,
thank
super
you.
appreciated. Woo!
Oh,
You
You missed the
Great.
naked escapades.
Oh, don't worry, we have Athenos
You
on
missed
the
a
group. He's gonna be
They'll
naked
come
again
back.
eventually.
it's fine.
We're in the
Corn-
fire plane. Everyone's gonna strip down eventually again. so-
Don't
It's
worry.
getting hot in
It's
here.
very
They'll
warm
make
here.
a return.
So hot.
Okay. So, Jotra, you've gone right to kind of the most recent history.
Yeah.
You're going through, you find some updates on certain notable individuals, changes to law and legislation. There is a very, very, very large book which is filled with executions. And that one is literally dated across the past year. So,
He's gonna
That's
see
a
the
lot.
first name and see if it's Malifaux.
no.
No, okay.
Apart from that, you don't find any specific information regarding super recent events. Orin, as you're taking a look around, Malifaux himself doesn't stick out as like a particular book title or anything like that. However, you do find a relatively recent update of the council and their members. As you go ahead and take a look, it discusses who has been removed and who has been added. There are a few different issues of this. As you get to the most recent one is far, far, far shorter than the rest. It essentially states that the current council has been put into place by a redacted name. Goes through a few of the legalities before essentially saying that the council has been granted emergency powers to be able to deal with the current situation in hand, and that everyone working for said council also now has extra things that they need to do, extra responsibilities, and to a degree emergency powers also.
How redacted is that name? I mean, can I recognize any particular word? Like, has it been like scribbled out, or is it just censored?
It has been scorched.
Okay.
What are you up to, Soup?
Oh, nothing. No, so Soup has gone to a completely different section, looking in, obviously, magic. He is particularly interested in the magic of clerics, after seeing Sally's magic. But just him by himself, or if he is by himself, he's just sitting there talking to himself, going,
Organized nothing in their lives, man. Don't know how to do none of that.
and he's just like moving books around. It's just, like super frustrated.
Like lazy sons of
Oh
like
my
someone
God.
never put up with this. Can't find a damn book. Give it.
He's like climbing up the shelves and stuff, and finally like finds like a book on clerics and like is trying to figure out how to get back down. And he's like, he looks at the book, he looks at the ground, looks at the book, looks at the ground. He puts the book up, goes down, and then goes to find Eridan.
Eridan is with Jotra.
He'll just come up, like run right up to you, tap on your leg, and just be like,
Aaron,
What, do you need help reaching something?
yeah. They ain't got no ladders in this place. Don't know who keeps it, but whatever. Can you come at me?
Yeah. She'll follow.
he just like quickly, like almost excitedly, like moves to this area where this book is. It's like
That one.
and it's just like kind of displaced a little bit from when you had it out from the shelf.
I'll grab it. If it's high up, I don't know. Where is it? How high is it?
So, it's relatively high. I wouldn't embarrass Soup too much. It's high enough that you probably have to. It's high enough that you probably have to give your wings a flap to go ahead and grab it and come back
Get
down.
up there. All right, cool. I'll
Mhm.
do that. And
It's like 2 shelves up.
And give what's the title of the book?
It would just be like something about like making your own magic, like through like clerics who don't serve like a specific deity.
Oh.
I feel like it would need. I feel like it needs like a really obnoxious title, like "The Power Inside" or something. Like,
make your own kind of magic.
You are the power.
The way.
This is the way.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Witchcraft for dummies.
Magic for dummies, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Perfect. I'll hand the book
The
to Soup.
path.
When you give it to him, he's like, and he just like takes off his like finds a little corner and is like reading this book.
as you're reading through, it talks a lot about the different kinds of cleric, how clerics, how there are essentially two types of magic in Vega. You have magic that taps into the arcane constant and magic that taps into the primordial constant. It goes in to explain that a lot of clerics end up being closer to druids, and that's why druids can also use a lot of healing magic that is very similar to the way that clerics heal. It kind of delves a little bit more into how some clerics believe in certain individuals, and then certain clerics simply draw their power from other places. Some people draw it from the people that they are with, some people draw it simply from themselves, and some draw it simply from an idea. Being focused and dedicated enough to a premise, or to an idea, or to a belief, like a personal belief, that is what can cause the primordial constant to manifest as a cleric's abilities and a paladin's abilities as well. And it kind of goes a little bit more into the difference between clerics and paladins, and the more boring-ish stuff, quote unquote. And then kind of explains how there's a few reports from other clerics that have been collated in the back as to how they gained their magic. And it's a little bit different throughout, but there's definitely this idea of looking at oneself and realizing, okay, what do I stand for? What's going on? Dice Priori, thank you for the raid.
Oh, wow.
Super appreciated. We're reading books.
We were parading nakedly through the city.
Yeah, we've gone from
Being
murdering a big old horrible electric water creature to wandering around stark naked to now story time with Ray.
Again, this
Been one
episode is
hell of an episode.
Reading Rainbow. Anyway.
Nurture begins to strip.
If you want to see more very wiggly stuff, I guess follow.
If you're
we're
enjoying
so
our
wiggly.
wiggles, we
We're
will wiggle
wiggly,
for you.
we're giggly. We don't take things 100% seriously. We're here to have fun. If you want to watch people laugh and joke and just hang out and roll some dice
also
and
lots of this.
goof off, then yeah, as Drac just said, go ahead and give us a follow. We're here every Monday and every Tuesday, and some other days too soon. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oren, roll an intelligence check.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. Intelligence. I don't think I've done that before. But that's not bad. 17.
Look at you
17.
go. Not just a hat rack friend.
Burn.
You were thinking maybe,
Uh,
but now you proved yourself in the
The
library.
character, no. The player, yeah, come on.
Big roofs.
So you're
I
looking
just like
There's
that
a reason
phrase
I
a lot.
play low intelligent barbarians most of the time.
Because you're
Oh,
mad.
gosh.
You're great.
As you're looking
Anyway,
through the recent history of the council, etc., there's something that catches your eye. There's a small mention of a subsection of a legislation when the council was originally formed. This catches your eye, so you go ahead and look back through a whole ton of books, just quickly speed reading until you find the original Codex Council. You go ahead and have a look in there, reading through all these various different legislations, just trying to find the one that you spotted. And then you find it. And it specifically says that although a council member can be ousted, or a council member can be killed and then is replaced by their killer, as such their successor, they are only allowed to replace one representative. Once they have replaced the representative, there is a vote from the other members of the council in order to keep that replacing member in the council. If the council refuses, that individual is removed.
I just have the feeling that this was created because people were like, I'll just murder them all, and then I'll be the council.
Which is pretty much what is happening.
Oh boy.
It's also to stop.
So-
It's also to stop. Like, oh, you killed him, but you're a dick, so no. I don't want to be stuck with you. No, we're gonna have this clause to get rid of. But you,
the council.
I am the council.
and the Senate.
Yes, exactly.
Young Skywalker.
Oh my god. No,
having
she's the
flicked
emperor. She's fucking Palpatine. I hate it.
As you flick through, you've noticed this clause come up in a couple of the skim reads you've done. However, you go back to the most recent book, and with that intelligence check, you do discover that vote hasn't happened yet. There is no recent records.
So, question, is there like, so you know how in the library they have like magazines, newspapers, that kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing? Are newspapers a thing? News?
Are newspapers a thing in the Fireplane is not something I actually thought about.
Is there
Is
like
there something
an archive
like
of town colors?
about, or like
I mean,
a-
considering the Fireplane is like, unlike most iterations of the Fireplane in Vega is civilized, almost harshly so. So I imagine there would be some kind of, it would probably be incredibly biased, but it would be there. It would definitely be biased towards the council and its members.
Also possibly not made out of paper?
No, it wouldn't be. It would be like stone tablets or something rather than paper, because that's just gonna.
The library is like the most unsafe place in the entire Firebolt.
Yeah, yeah.
Jotra's gonna get distracted, and he's going to go over and see if he can find a copy of a book that he used to have about he's gonna see if he can find any books on magical stones, especially ones that would be opaloids or anything specific, if he can do that, and because there's so many books everywhere. No.
About opaloids,
Magical
as in the. Right. Okay.
the opal family. I don't even know if opaloids is an actual word for the record, but it sounded good when I said it, so.
You go ahead and take a look throughout a few different books involving enchantment and other such similar magical properties. You know that some items are deliberately enchanted, some creatures end up enchanted, and then other objects can sometimes just become enchanted, sometimes for no reason. There's nothing really specific relating to stones or gems. It's just kind of a broad idea that occasionally the energies that kind of make up the magical background of the world do sometimes just leak out. Yeah, they'll go ahead and coalesce and leak out, and occasionally, now and then, random objects can be found in nature that are enchanted.
And he's also gonna wander over to see if there's any records as far as designs like that are on file and stuff that he can just take a look at, and then very close to him. Can carry his books. He's ready to check out.
Are there any books with the same symbol on the cipher?
Where you're currently looking around, no.
If I wander through the library, particularly maybe towards something about the Magicarnum?
You can have a wander around. The Magicarnum section is probably the only section that looks incredibly shoehorned. Whereas everything else is these beautiful, kind of like dark stone bookshelves that kind of go from the bottom to the top. It's kind of like the bargain bin section of the library, where you have like a few kind of, they're like propped up against a makeshift lighter stone. It's got like 20 or so books just kind of strewn on it. It's a case of taking a look through a few relative subjects as well. You don't find anything with the symbol on it.
Okay, I'm gonna go look through town crier things and see what they've been saying then.
Okay. So as everybody's kind of reading and studying up, I imagine when Eridan goes to check kind of the local news, so to speak, that's probably when Ishtin and Athenos walk in and rejoin. You hear a slight groan from the librarian.
Sorry, are we inconveniencing you?
Some people are just reacting negatively to seeing me. It's honestly a first.
Maybe if we put on a show like no, we should not. Yes, there are some strange people here, you know, some tall, some short. Do you know where they are? Big wings. One is a lizard.
Yeah, one's short. No, 3 of them are short.
They're all short, except for the one with the wings.
Yeah.
He goes ahead and points to the corner, and you just see Soup just buried in this book. As you take a look around now, you can also see a set of wings sticking out behind a bookcase. You see a turtle just from one side to the other, and then a little bobbing set of goggles following.
Oh, wait, do we see orange hair also bobbing along?
If you look up, you'll see Orin perched on top of one of the bookshelves reading.
Oh, I love that.
Oh boy, I guess we're reading.
They can't just sit at a table or on the floor. They have to be in strange places.
Having met them, I'm really not surprised.
We travel with very odd people.
Yeah.
Yes. We are really the normal ones in the group.
I think so. Yeah.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
Eridan, as you're looking in this area, there's a lot about kind of multiple rule changes, multiple legislation changes. The council going ahead and using their emergency powers to do this and that and whatever. You see the funding has been pulled from one thing to another thing and all of this stuff. The thing that probably catches your eye is that there was an expedition to go and investigate the tree that was fully funded and recently cancelled. And it was made public news that they were essentially pulling the funding from that expedition in order to put it into making sure that the entire plane was ready for whatever lies ahead.
Going back far enough, is there anything about Malthuk?
There is if you go back far enough, there is a note of a change of leadership, but it is like brief.
Vague.
It's quite literally, this individual has been replaced by this individual, and that's it. It looks like totally regular.
Got it. Got it.
Before we go and meet up with the rest of the group, I will actually gesture to Athanos, and if I remember where I'm just going to assume that these libraries are like normal libraries, where the children's section is. And I'm going to go back with him, and I'm going to look along some of the spines until I find the book that I want, which is a book designed to help a small child fall asleep. There might be some whispering hush in the book. And I'm just going to say, can you make sure we get out with this? I don't have a card, and I don't intend to return it.
I've never had to. Okay, yeah, this is the first, I guess. Stealing a kid's book. Okay, yeah.
If we look through the pages, I bet we will find where fingers had chocolate on them, somewhere in the book.
Oh.
It was her favorite. It is her favorite. Well, she's a little old for it now. It was her favorite.
Okay, yeah. I can sneak this out.
All right, thank you. Then we'll go meet the rest of everybody.
All right. As everyone reconvenes, all the information that you've gathered to this point is shared between everyone, or at least how much you want to share. The relative information. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Relative information. You probably spend a little while longer looking through. And as you're kind of burying yourself in more and more books and more information, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this session there, as everyone is now gathered and learning what they can.
Or stealing what we can.
Or stealing what we can.
Don't forget, we have a turtle. They won't look inside.
Where is the fun in that? Oh, too easy.
True.
Chocolate on the pages. That fucking
Yeah,
got
that was
me.
great.
Come on.
Good touch.
But in Baker, chocolate is important.
Everyone knows that.
Everywhere chocolate is important. I mean,
Yes.
World of
Yes.
chocolate.
Lumps of
Right.
chocolate being currency, right?
That's true, that's
Exactly,
true.
Exactly. Alrighty. We're going to go around the horn here and go ahead and, let people know who you are, where we can find you, and plug anything you want to plug. We're going to start with Adam.
Oh shit, okay, hello. I am Adam. You can catch me at AdamHardyVO on Twitter and Instagram. I'm basically the post guy for Mine and the Martyr, so check out YouTube and the podcast. I'm running just a little bit behind because life, but it'll be okay, and I'll catch back up very soon. There's a lot of really fun sound effects that I'm going to put into this particular episode, so check it out.
He makes his own sound effects. Not only does he fully score it, but he makes his own sound effects, and it's freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, well, okay. I don't fully score it, and I use Sirenscape for sure.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean that you compose the music.
Yeah. But yeah, the sound effects, that's my baby. That's me going. It's a lot of fun.
Love it, love it, love it. Alrighty. Let's go to Ty.
Hi everybody, Ty here. You can find me on Twitter at HitchhikerMind. You can find me on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/HitchhikerTheMind. Tomorrow we'll be continuing the ongoing campaign there. It's called the Dawnforge Company. Let's see, level 13-ish. Just got a wish. Stalled out last episode, didn't use it, went shopping instead. But they gotta do it the next episode because they're about to get booted out of the Feywild. So, we'll see what happens with that. Other than that, yeah, just Team Emporium, just check it out. Use code FWRD, 10% off of your order. 10% goes to building this lovely, beautiful community with all these lovely, beautiful people. And, oh yeah, there's some dice that were purchased on the store. Other than that, yeah, I hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. And we'll see you soon.
All right. Bye. Drac.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Drac or Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. You can find me under that username on Twitter. That's pretty much it. I'm also gonna be. You can catch me on Rule of Law on Wednesday, 6 p.m. PST, where I'm playing. It might be the last day of my guest appearance there. I'm playing a time traveling lizard alien boy, and we just arrived on a ship. We just arrived at this spot where a ship we're going to intercept and free prisoners from just arrived. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna jump right into combat just like this game. So you can also find me. So recently announced my character in Super Idol's RPG. Jaden Lott. So if you listen to the podcast, which is, I think the next episode is coming out on the 1st of August, that's the episode I'm going to be in, playing Jaden Lott, a giddy fanboy was a description. A very giddy fanboy. He absolutely loves idols and pop stars, and he's trying to become one himself so that he can help his family not have to work so much. So that's his whole goal. What else? I think I have more stuff. 22nd of August, I'm going to be in an Emberwind campaign with Cole. Actually, don't know where Cole is. On Valdriant. Is that how you pronounce it? Valdriant? Yeah. Other stuff might be coming up. I can't remember it, or I'm just not allowed to say it yet. I don't know which one. So just follow me on Twitter and you'll hear about it eventually.
All right, fantastic. Jen.
Hello, I'm Jen. You can find me on Twitter at QuixoteJen, QUIXOTEJEN, 1N, not 2. And yeah, I'm gonna be here tomorrow for The Gods We Know. And I'm super excited because my character just totally knocked out and hopefully permanently killed her childhood tormentor, so that's pretty awesome. And I am starting not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday from 12 to 3 will be on Encounter RP for 4 weeks in a Dark Matter campaign. And that's going to be super fun. And I'm playing a channeler who I think is kind of a ladies' man. Came from a really, really miserable, cold, nasty environment and just wants to live it up now. So that's what I'm playing. I'm pretty sure. We'll see. There's another week for the character to fall in place. But it's going to be super fun. And starting in mid-September on Wednesday evenings, I'm going to be running a Monster Hearts campaign. And it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to have Drac in my campaign, so I'm super extra happy and excited. And it's going to be really cool. And yeah, so you'll be seeing information and art and cool stuff like that coming out over the next month or so.
Yes, good.
Wonderful. Sean.
Hey folks, I'm Sean, or No Tweet Sean on Twitter. You can find me Obnox Sean or Sean the Goofy GM. There's a bunch. They all have Sean in them. But I'm one of the admins over at Thread Raiders. We will be joining with Jasper's Game Day, August 25th through 30th, to run JasperCon. We'll be one of the parties that are streaming events, and it's all in support of the American Association of Suicidology and the Not Okay app. Everything that is associated with it, and there's more and more things that keep becoming associated with it. You can shop on Amazon on our behalf. You can you can be a part of a campaign. You can buy seats. You can get certificates and all sorts of things. Follow at Jasper's Game Day and at Thread Raiders to get more information on that. And there's a website and tons of information, but basically it's all going to suicide prevention resources, and we're super excited about it. You can find me here on Mondays, obviously, as Soup the Kobold, or every other Sunday on So Many Games. You can find me as Horace Green Eye, playing in Duval and Dragons.
Awesome. All right, and Cole.
Hi, howdy, bye. I'm Cole. You can find me on Twitter at Cole Moriel. Oh boy. Yes, I will be here tomorrow as Kepri, and things are totally happening quickly. A lot. Yeah. So you should definitely check that out. And plug your ears because you'll probably hear me screaming from somewhere. I have things to plug. Okay, so I'm going to be on Encounter Roleplay, not for a while, but I'm definitely going to be in a Monster of the Week one-shot, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm also going to be in that campaign on Valdrian's channel for an Emberwind game. So you get to see me and Dan, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and cool people are playing. And God, I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I'm
Just
bad
follow
at
Cole on Twitter.
Yeah, you
and
should
you
just
might hear
follow my
about everything
Twitter.
they're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and post more art.
They are such an amazing artist, and like every commission I've ever had from them has just like they just got my character so deeply and so
Truth.
well, and like
And all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of
of
our backgrounds.
Oh. First time I ever had a character ever done, and then just nailed it so hard. The kindness, like, was really important for like expression to get Jotra across, and it was just bam, there, done. And that was before we even played. I just told Cole what I wanted. It's like, and I was like, oh yeah, there's super complicated gauntlet as well. And she's just like, bam, 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 done. They nailed it.
Truth.
Nice.
All right. Thanks so much for watching, folks. Thank you to everybody here and all the work that you put into the show, the channel, being here, being awesome, streaking around naked, apparently, all of that stuff.
Streaking if you're not running, strolling around naked. It's
Exactly.
strolling.
And I also want to point out it's Cole's fault.
It's called Godiving. No.
Cole gave us an idea, and Ashnos has to go with it.
I think everyone encouraged each other, but okay.
Well, someone started it.
Yeah, and I think it was cool.
That kind of was. I didn't think. I should have known better. I didn't think you were gonna do it. Yeah, I did.
Anyway,
That's exactly right.
I was gonna try and talk my way out of that one. It wasn't.
Yeah, it
gonna
wasn't
work.
gonna happen. It wasn't gonna happen at all, you sillies.
Listen, be hot. That's all.
Friends who roll dice and are hot.
Scroll do.
Friends who roll dice and strip, apparently.
Friends who roll dice and
roll-
Godiva.
Roll dice and ship.
And
It's
take
just
some
an
serious
afternoon.
baths together.
Porque no los todos.
And no los todos. Exactly. Orin gets it.
Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah.
Yes, thank you so much to everybody here. I'm
I
Ray. You can
hate-
find me at Bearded Baymax on Twitter. You hate what?
I winked, but I was right here when I did, so this eye, like the reflection, you couldn't see it.
Yeah, you don't. You're wearing glasses. You don't. It doesn't. Yeah, no, the reflection doesn't work.
Yeah,
Yeah, I totally get
Curses.
it.
I feel
Yeah.
your pain.
I am here tomorrow, playing Tobias on The Gods We Know. Keep an eye on the Monster Heart campaign. That's going to be super fun. I have stuff to plug, but it's just left my mind. Oh, I'm playing with Transient and a few other wonderful people. Alien J, Marlowe, Bogwitch, and a few other wonderful folks. We are playing Cult. So that's going to be interesting. We're playing that for a few weeks. My first proper horror TTRPG that wasn't Call of Cthulhu. So that's going to be fun and interesting. I'm super looking forward to it. I am appearing in a bunch of other games, but frankly, they've all left my mind. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter, and I'll speak about them eventually. I'm also trying to go ahead and be a little bit more active on letting people know a little bit more about the world, both on the Mind of the Martyrs Twitter and on my personal one. That will be happening. So yeah, go ahead and follow us on all our socials. Thank you so much for supporting. We're going to throw over a raid to Total Party Chill. And yeah, make sure you stick around for the credits. I'm going to play those real quick and then go ahead and throw some wonderful support over there to some really lovely folks. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and throw us a follow. so you'll know when we're online next. And yeah, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, and keep moving forward.